Hello. Welcome, everyone, to your favorite Momentum Mod team podcast. My name is Nick, aka Goknek. I am the project and development lead, joined here with some of my lovely team members to answer some of your burning questions you may have. Yeah, we have a lot of questions. We have a lot of stuff to get through. It's really great to see you guys again after a very not so busy month, I'd say. It's very calm, very relaxing month for everyone on the team. Um, but yeah, no, welcome. Cool. You guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves. We'll get going, answering some questions, showing off. Oh, I guess we're just going to be playing the game for this one, but we'll show it off. We do have a public lobby, by the way. If any of you achievement hunters out there wanna get a specific achievement, you can join our public lobby. Um, but yeah, all right, take it away. Who are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Panzer. I make maps, I make tools, I work on the engine. I've been working on kind of random stuff. Like the O10 update has been massive, so I'm just glad to have like so many bugs fixed and so many issues closed. And now I'm just working on fun stuff like gameplay related things. Also like GoKZ, so that's SKZ and KZT, and some other fun related bunny hop things.
Oh yeah. No, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Um, not just KZT too. Yeah, there's yeah. We'll talk about that. We'll get into that. And then XB.
I'm XP Man. I'm primarily a surf mapper. I've been basically doing nothing but reviewing maps being ported right now to try and make sure they're all up to standards and figuring out the issues with them. But I also did some work on the learn section if anyone had the chance to play that before it got disabled. Hopefully,
It's coming back.
we'll get it back soon.
We have a
Or not
roadmap.
soon, eventually.
Yeah, we will.
But yeah, mostly just been doing porting work.
Yeah, and there's been thank you first of all for reviewing a ton of the maps as well. It's a whole process. We can actually talk about that process more too. But yeah, it's awesome to see the maps starting to flood in and then going through all of them just to make sure that we're getting all of our like review checklist things added, just finding a bunch of edge cases with like the porting guidelines or like submission guidelines and stuff like that. So this is a lot of work in progress stuff. Again, that's why we're still a playtest. But it's been awesome to just see it kind of all coming together from, all we've been doing for the past, like, I'd say like 3 years has been just implementing and testing all of these things. Yeah, no, it's awesome to see it. So yeah, awesome stuff. Okay, cool. So you guys have kind of talked about what everyone's been up to, but I'll let you all guess what we've been up to. Yeah, so we October 3rd dropped O10O, the big Kahuna update. Let everybody into the playtest, and it's been phenomenal. It's been awesome seeing everybody just check out what the game has to offer, giving us tons of feedback, reporting tons of bugs, finding tons of crashes. It's again exactly pretty much what I was expecting with like it's just the same but louder and like more, right? Like more people, more things, more like connections happening to the back end and everything. And it's just been amazing. I guess recapping that launch, we did have kind of like a launch like party thing, but if for those that didn't join that on October 3rd, we only had, I think it was one like hardware related issue, which is out of our hands as like like we didn't cause it. It was just one of our hard drives for our server failed. And so we had some kerfuffle in there. Well, there's actually a question about how that went too, and we can delve more into that. But overall, the launch went really well. All of the software that has been written, that has been reviewed, rigorously tested, either manually, right, via like just testing it in the game or automated testing, right? All of it is, it's just been coming together, and it's been amazing seeing it go and not fail, right? Like not completely fall apart, not catch fire from the software side because we didn't think of like a weird edge case or something, but it's just been incredible. So yeah, in the meantime, we've been working on tons of bug fixes as you open the floodgates to let everybody into your, your product or your game. You get a ton of feedback around, what's wrong, what's breaking, what doesn't work. So we've been, I've been trying my best to triage a lot of it. The team's been also helping out with converting them into issues. Thank you all so much for reporting the issues, and thank you for the team for converting some of them to GitHub issues so that we can better track them. Oh, that chain is solid. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just been it's not been overwhelming. A ton of the devs have been able to take time off and like relax. That's actually why Tom isn't here. They're hopefully spending a lot of time with Loxy, their dog, and just taking some time off and enjoying what the game has as well. But the work isn't done. So that actually transitioned us right into the next first asked question here of after O10 kind of like shuffled everything around. For anyone that's seen the blog post, we've kind of completed a lot in our roadmap, right? We had O11 and O12 and O13 planned out. And a lot of the stuff from those versions were already pretty much done for O10 because of the need that the system had, right? With we were redoing replays, and it just made more sense to redo multiplayer, which also wasn't tracked on the old roadmap. So with that in mind, we sat down and just started to kind of plan out what the remaining kind of updates look like. So, oh wait, yeah, it's not showing because of the game. Whoops, my bad. Nope, not that one. Wait. Shit, where is it? Is it questions only? Is it questions only? What? Okay, hold on. Let me recapture it. My bad. So there we go. There we go. That's it. Okay, cool. So, yeah, so here is the new roadmap. We'll be updating this in the Discord as well. So don't worry, you don't have to whip out your phones and take pictures of this or whatever. It'll be available in other locations, but you guys get the exclusive first look. So yeah, a couple of things to note. We don't really have an O13 planned anymore. We do have O11 and O12 planned, and the way that these versions work is that with each of these releases, so we had O10. Right, we're working on O10 3, O10 4, etc. Those are the O10X updates. With each of the bumps to O11 and O12, we are planning to do a wipe, which means all of the runs, even for ranked maps, are going to be wiped, and just it's a full reset. Mainly because of the underlying systems that we're implementing and the features that might come alongside them, but also because this is, again, just a playtest. The times do not matter until that first thing in the O12. Right now, we do not have a full anti-cheat in place. So we don't have anything planned with keeping times or trying to manually verify times. We're sorry, but this was just part of the deal, right? If you guys wanted full access, but we weren't fully ready for a 1.0 release, then this was the trade. The runs that you're doing now, unfortunately, will not last until 1.0. Same with the achievements. The achievements in the game are also not going to carry over to 1.0 because it is a completely different app. It is that's just actually how Steam does it. And we want 1.0 to be a fresh slate anyway. So just keeping that in mind, we do have these versions planned out. So for O10X, we heard you loud and clear. Voice chat is a very, very important feature. So it's been prioritized. I'm actually starting work on that. Been actually mainly doing bug fixes, easy kind of low-hanging fruit bug fixes, just to get my coding mojo back, because I've been mainly in spec and review hell for the past couple years, but it's been nice getting back into the nitty-gritty C++ stuff. So anyway, voice chat, obviously. We need a report system to go along with that so that we can at least, have some way to block people that are just abusing the voice chat. Now, a note about voice chat, and this could be subject to change, but right now the current plan is it will be for map lobbies opt-in, which means you will not hear anyone by default, but you will see that people are chatting on voice, if that makes sense. You'll see the identifier of people talking, but you won't hear it. You have to opt in to voice to be able to do that, and that will be toggleable through the settings. So you can by default opt in, to map lobby voice chat and stuff like that. But just by default, it will be opt-in because we just don't want you to join a bunny hop lobby and hear every slur that's ever been invented. So that's kind of our happy middle ground. It will absolutely be a setting you can control that will save out. So the moment that you want to permanently opt in, you can just change that and do that. But by default, you will see that people are talking, but not be opted in to hear it. You have to manually opt in. So just keeping that in mind, that's how we're going to approach it. It could be subject to change, but realistically, yeah, this is probably going to be the way it's going to go. Though to keep in mind, we also have hosted lobbies, and realistically, if you host like a lobby at all, like you're probably a little more trustworthy of the people joining it because they have to go out of their way to join it. So it might not be opt-in for like hosted lobbies. We might make it not opt-in for just private or friends only ones, maybe. We'll see how it goes, because realistically, yeah, like if there's an avenue for abuse, we just want to make sure that by default people are relatively safe and can opt in to hearing gamer words and stuff. But yeah, so report system will go alongside that. That's going to obviously, if you hear anyone saying some gnarly stuff, you can vote to or report them, and that will the way that we're likely going to approach voice moderation is just if a bunch of random people are muting you or reporting you, we're just going to automatically mute you. The way that, like, because we can't, first of all, have the capacity to just manually review everyone's like voice chats and stuff, and there's a lot of privacy concerns with that too. We don't want the game to like auto record everything. But yeah, just kind of leaning more towards like, hey, this person's a shitter, so by default you're just never going to be able to hear them. But then also allowing people to, if they want to, they can enable their chat if you want to hear those gamer words from those people. So it's kind of just like, we can't baby everyone, right? Like you can still opt in to hearing them if you want to, but by default they'll be muted and they can't really harm people that would otherwise not care to hear them. So, right, there's a reason they got muted. So we think that's kind of a better place to do it. I know there's always room for abuse for like people spamming reports and like, you know, muting an innocent player or something, but we'll deal with that as it comes. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. I think this is just a happy ground there with, or a happy middle ground with being able to hear each other and like still opt in to hearing somebody that might not be necessarily appropriate to hear. Cool. And then keeping in mind too that with reporting and stuff like that, with reporting a chat, you will be hearing, you will be probably seeing some words that you might not want to see. We do use Steam's chat filtering, and we actually plead all of you to go and check your Steam chat filtering settings, because you can actually opt out of filtering your friends' chats. But otherwise, you know, it is good to have that on if you don't want to see gamer words. The Steam chat filtering does pretty well, but we are also looking into having another layer on top of it. There are a ton of server tools that have been, you know, over the decades of Bunny Hop servers, you know, there are a ton of tools that have been put in place to kind of filter better and more alternative stuff. So yeah, just keep in mind, we do have more than just a report system planned. We have more active moderation stuff like that planned in the future as well. Obviously, KZ is in chat. KZT is being, it's actually pretty much done. It just needs review. It is just a bandwidth thing right now. It's we don't want to overload Rio on our team, as well as Game Chaos is kind of not as available to review things. So it's these two people in particular that just need to review some stuff. So it is pretty much there. And yeah, we are very eager to get this in for as soon as we can with O10 and O10X update. So I can't say it's in O10.3. The code's been kind of refactored a little bit actually recently. That's why it wasn't pushed out with O10, O10.2, but we are planning on getting it in very soon, like as soon as possible. So it's like O10.4 most likely. I can't make any guarantees though. So it is an O10X update though. That's for sure guaranteed. And then yeah, some of you have been seeing this. So run styles. This has been probably the other most commonly requested thing. Yeah, run styles. Pretty cool. You know, we really want to. Yeah, we really want to allow people to play things that they're used to. So it's an alternate way to play the overarching mode. W only, half sideways, things like that, backwards. So that code has been also pretty much done. I think Panzer, you could talk more about this, but yeah.
Yeah, I've had an MR open for like 2.5 months. We just need to like discuss like all the details.
So it does require a mini spec meeting, I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to find a list of the available run styles. I'm just opening the MR.
oh yeah. If you have that list, feel free to drop it in chat too, so that people can see what we're planning on supporting. But yeah.
Yeah. So for bunny hop, we have half sideways, sideways, W only, and A or D only. And I think it's the same for surf. We just have like a different variant of half sideways. Actually, okay, for surf it's half sideways, but it's that I don't know how to describe it, but you're using like A and S and W and D when you're strafing. And then there's sideways, which is just W and S. We might add backwards, but I haven't implemented that yet.
That's fair. I didn't know backwards wasn't, but real half sideways.
Real half sideways. We could potentially add it to bunny hop. I guess I don't really know what the demand is for that. I haven't seen it used on a lot of bunny hop servers.
Yeah.
So if there's a lot of community demand for it, we could implement it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so we have like the kind of, I guess, like the starting of it, right? Like the start of it. We can add different styles. We can tweak them. This will be an ongoing thing after we add them, obviously. And it does require a bit more work than KZT would, right, to get it in. Because KZT is just a new mode, which is just new movement. That's pretty much already been done. So we just have to see if there's anything a little bit extra with KZT, maybe the pro versus non-pro leaderboard checkpoint stuff. But yeah, that's what's required for KZT versus run styles. Basically, yeah, we need to make sure that we have the right styles in place, and yeah. And then last but not least for O10X, updated zone visuals, because yeah, wireframe is cool, but we should probably, because we have the ability to adjust how zones look and render them way better than just lines. And yeah, Rio's actually has a work in progress thing for that, but I did not get the video up in time. So you'll just have to wait until they're fully out. But yeah, they look awesome. And yeah, we're going to be using some cool shaders just to make it look nice. It's kind of like the Portal Fizzler like shader thing. Yeah, so looking forward to getting those in as well. But yeah, that's kind of the main features for O10X. Of course, bugs, right, being fixed and stuff too. Those will be fit in here. The roadmap here are kind of the bigger ticket items, right? Bugs are under ongoing, right? Because duh. And same with localization and map boarding, right? But yeah, moving over to O11. So this is where we start to see the save state system. This is where people have been asking, hey, can we see the timer after reloading a save block and stuff like that? Can we, see practice? Can you make a save state from a failed run? Can we see, like a bunch of features related to being able to practice? And save states are a huge boon to practicing a hard map or just getting a better time on any map. So save states are the next level of that, just being able to save everything about the map state, including weapon state and everything like that. Segmented times can come out of that, right? When you start saving timer state into it. And then obviously task tools down the road with like doing it tick per tick, right? Save state per tick. So yeah, save state system's kind of the first core feature there for that. Opens up a lot of possibility. It does require a wipe because yeah, we're going to be probably changing a bit how the replays work if we're doing that kind of stuff. So we're just going to wipe at 11. But we also want to have the XP and rank point system. So a lot of people have been asking, hey, I'm grinding all these times. It doesn't do anything for me. Can it do something for me? Can I have a fancy name or whatever? And yeah, and so the XP and rank point system we want to get in with O11. Just kind of get hopefully our first implementation that's really solid. We had one for O9, and it wasn't it wasn't as fleshed out as we want it to be. So we're gonna rework it and get a nice implementation in for O11. HUD customizer, being able to drag around different things on your HUD and save that out. Eventually, maybe even share that via in-game or on your profile or something. Yeah, we'll see. But so HUD customizer's fine there. And then the main menu, UI and UX, is also going to get a nice touch-up. It's been kind of the same since we've got access to Strata, basically. So we're gonna update it. And yeah, you guys trying to get the new zombie achievement? No, new zombie is currently broken. It's yeah. Anyway, yeah, and then last but not least, for pre 1.0, we have 0.12.0, which is probably the biggest, most important update before 1.0, obviously, with anti-cheat, our learn section, so that people can, you know, people can learn how to play the game, and yeah, a cosmetic system, ideally. I know I've been getting a ton of pushback, but I really want to have cosmetics, and a lot of people have expressed their very great concern on getting on getting something right for playing the game. So cosmetics, I want to at least have all of the categories of cosmetics done by 0.12, as in like the things that we want to have and show off for players, that things that you can earn, and then ideally we kind of either open up the workshop or just I would hope the community just has a way to come together to create cosmetics, because yeah, we want to have I would say a robust cosmetic system that has a ton available for ideally every mode to unlock. So yeah, and then just kind of mentioning here, desirable, these are things that are dependent on availability of devs and like time to spec out things. So Trick Surf has been planned for a while before 1.0. It is desirable to get in the Trick like system and then Trick Surf as the initial implementation, because there's existing content for that. Getting that in is super desirable, but it isn't, these things in desirable aren't going to be mandatory for 1.0, as in we can release 1.0 without these things. They'll be probably 1.1 or, you know, whatever. So
the Trick used to be in the game, because I saw some code for it.
yeah, it did. A really rough implementation of the Trick system used to be in game, and we could probably revive that. It's, I mean, backed up in our Git repo, so revive that and just start working on that more and figure out with the Trick Surf community what they want to see. So task support, obviously, yeah, ideally working with Batman, getting his task tools, their task tools into the game. One-click run rendering. A lot of people would like to, you know, render out world records or something and just or their PBs and stuff and upload it somewhere. So being able to just, from watching it, click a button and have it render out every frame. Whether or not we're going to use SVR directly integrated into the engine is to be determined. So that's kind of actually where the majority of this work lies, making it maybe easier to use SVR or something like that. Yeah, and then the racing and tournament kind of system kind of go hand in hand, but the racing system is more of like a casual thing you can do in a lobby. You can like invite somebody to or invite the entire lobby to a race, and then you know, it's kind of the standard protocol there of either first to finish or the fastest time in X amount of time. So that's kind of what tournaments will likely also use, is, you know, that. But then tournaments do need a little more specific care with like the spectator experience and being able to maybe do more specific things. So that's why it's a separate bullet point here. And then yeah, long-term clans. We want to be able to, you can group up, right? We're an asynchronous multiplayer, so having more community representation via that asynchronous layer, right? The other trick modes, and of course parkour, the Titanfall 2 inspired parkour movement. So this is kind of our roadmap now. Yeah, no more 013, rip 013. 010 is going to be pretty beefy, getting a lot of the more important, like more desirable features, getting voice chat, that'll be huge. KZT will be really huge. Run styles, I'm sure will be huge for people that, yeah, they're looking forward to that. And then, yeah, 011 and 012. And I think we got a question here. Do I think that 011 or 012 will take less time to be developed and released to the public? Yes. It is significantly less stuff. Significantly
we basically rewrote
less.
the whole game for 010.
Yeah.
It was insane the amount of work that we had to do.
It was. We effectively redid every core system. That's exactly what Panzer just said. Every core system. So with 011, we're just pretty much redoing the save block system and like tying it in with the replays there. XP and rank points is auxiliary. It's like added on top. And that's just a matter of like math. We're gonna get the math nerds, on that shit. That shouldn't take too long unless they start like writing proofs and yeah, we'll see. Anyway, HUD Customizer has actually been started. There's an open source repo. That's actually the only open source work on this list, by the way. Everything else pretty much going to require a game dev, unfortunately. Yeah, it is unfortunate. But yeah, the HUD Customizer otherwise is open source and just needs people to work on it. So either a team member or somebody in the public with a team member. So again, just all of this is significantly less work. It's auxiliary features that are definitely required and would be really nice to have. I mean, that's the thing too, is if like a tournament community or like people that run tournaments start documenting what they need out of the tournament support and we start speccing that up, like that could also get in, right? For an 011.1, 011.2, or right? Like it doesn't, the desirable category does not mean, oh, it's going to be considered last. It's just a matter of free time and like dev effort, right? So yeah, realistically, we just need to get the things in the top rows done, and then we just want to make sure that we're getting maybe some of the desirable things at least planned out, because yeah, they're going to be very soon after 1.0 if they're not before 1.0. Cool. All right, sweet. I'm not gonna go back to the game quite yet. We actually have a couple more questions that required showing some stuff. So thank you, Tuan, for that question. So again, this roadmap will be publicly available in our Discord, and we'll try to post it everywhere. But yeah, this is our roadmap. So yeah. All right. Rody asks, now that the game has been out a month, which game mode is the least popular? Asking the most important question here. Looks like it's Mom KZ. Take that. Anyway. Looks like it's KZT, so why are we even including it? No, Gordy, thank you so much for compiling these stats. We ran the numbers in our database. Surf is by far the most uniquely completed game mode, and total, double. Oh wow, almost over double. Yeah, over double runs. So it looks like on average somebody submits 2 runs for a map. Anyway, yeah, these are per map. And each of the game modes, and then top is unique completions. Hopefully you guys can see the numbers. I don't know how the quality looks. My preview is pretty small, so hopefully that looks fine. So unique completions is, yeah, so all runs submitted is bottom. That's like if you do a run and then do another run, that counts, right? That counts towards that total. Unique completions is how many PBs there are on a specific map, and we only store PBs. So those are just uniquely how many people have completed a map and added up. So Surf up top, Beat Hop second, a little under half or a little over half. RJ dwarfing Sticky Jump. Holy shit. Sticky Jumpers need to step up. Climb 1.6, pretty popular, but once we get KZT in there, I'm curious to see how this will change.
We don't even have any approved maps for 1.6 yet.
Yeah. That's actually a good point. So these are all people playing beta maps. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. I just added a feature that like automatically generates zones when you're looking at buttons.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Sort of a requirement for us approving 1.6 maps and also GoKZ maps.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's awesome stuff to make it feel more like the mode. All right. I mean, there is some interesting points about like using like the zones as kind of the default now, because yeah, like pressing the button's not going to be the requirement, but making a zone that feels like you had to press the button is important to get kind of more comparable times. So that's kind of the middle ground we're taking there.
There's been some back and forth on this. I think a lot of people in the community don't want it to be like too similar to 1.6 or how it was originally. They'd rather have it more like how zones work in other modes.
Yeah.
But I think it makes sense to at least have it so the zone is like roughly the same distance away from the button that you'd normally be able to press it from.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So it'll be awesome to get official maps in place, especially with this zoning tool. And then yeah, we have Half-Life 1 Bunny Hop under that. Defrag, CPM. Yeah. It's more popular than Defrag, which is saying something.
It's crazy.
But yeah, defrag CPM on top, vintage
I mean,
underneath,
it
which is
doesn't-
basically bunny up.
It doesn't mean that B-Hope is more popular, HL1 B-Hope. It's probably there are just more completions. It could be that.
Yeah, that's true. People found it easier to complete on.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
should track time played on each mode or like each
Oh, yeah.
map.
Yeah,
That'd be
session
really useful.
stats will be awesome to get
Yeah.
like overall map hours spent on maps so that mappers can see. It would be just so cool to like have way more stats, like even like heat maps on where like people are failing the most on your map would be really cool to see. Like stuff like that. It'd be really, really neat to have just like more, because we can do that. We can have more integrated statistics in the game. Yeah. But yeah, AHOP, Conk, it looks like the lowest official supported mode is VQ3, which is Vanilla Quake 3 movement, with 739 unique completions. We need some PR for VQ3. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see where KZT and MomKZ add up. In fact, this could actually be a monthly question that we just revisit, or quarterly question or something, just to make it a little more exciting. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these modes evolve. But obviously, Surf is by far the most played, and it makes sense because it's the most impacted, right? CS2 Surf is kind of in the gutter right now, and yeah, sorry about that. We couldn't get the game out earlier.
Like, surf half as fast as you used to.
Yeah, like the speeds have been fucked up, and like ramp bugs are rampant, and pun intended there. But yeah,
They gave people so much hope with that air movement sound. It's like, oh, they're adding like sound effects for it.
And an official sticker too. Anyway, just sorry that it took a while to get the game out, but I'm hoping that people that would otherwise be surfing in CS2 are at least enjoying the surf.
Another thing, I think there was an update that like broke Roblox Surf.
Oh God.
No, I think their time of our release kind of worked out.
Yeah, that's
like,
awesome.
Those two communities kind of just went to shit when we released.
Damn. Okay. Well, sometimes you just win by default. No. But that's the thing, is like a lot of this has just been very interesting to see the communities overall. Like I think there's a thread in Global Offensive subreddit. I love Reddit anyway. There's a lot of people that were talking about how this game is amazing and great, but it isn't built into CS2. And so there's a lot of people, like discoverability, right, for Surf is great in CS because people are playing it for the original mode. They're playing it for originally, right, like the what you go and play CS for. But with our game, you do have to swap game. But what's nice, and what my counter argument is fuck you. You could play it at the same time as CS2. So, take that, bitch. Anyway, no, just kidding. Yeah. So we're hoping that at least people are willing to give it a shot and try it out, right? Because it is worthwhile. It is something that we're putting a lot of love and care into all of these modes to make it a game built for them, and not just tacked on top of Valve's wacky engine that they're breaking a shit ton of things for CS2 and stuff. So we're hoping that people at least find a sense of community and home here for these modes, because that's what we're going for. And we're not trying to kill servers, we're not trying to kill communities or anything like that. It is built to be a single player game, but we do want to have these community related features, and that's what this roadmap is getting at. Right, of we're adding voice chat, we're adding clans in the future, we're adding cosmetics and stuff in the future too. So like we are gearing towards it. So just keep that all in mind. And I know there will be people that are like, I can't fucking use my my $5,000 op skin or whatever, and it's like, yeah, sorry, this isn't an op game, but yeah, I mean we'll try our best to make you feel loved with our cosmetics and stuff. So. Cool. So thank you, Rody, for that question. And then I think one more. Yeah. From Squirrel, how are the servers doing? How are they holding up? And so these are our stats. Just some overview stats. We may have overspec'd. So yeah, again, it's always good to prepare for the worst. And we did. And of course, the worst happened, and it was hardware issues, and not, oh shit, our fucking CPU's on fire from tens of millions of. It's not anything like that. It was more the CPU fan died, and oh, okay, I guess they just didn't have any monitor on that, so we added a monitor for that. Thank you, Gordy. And then, oh, the fucking drive died, and we're gonna replace the wrong one, and yeah, that whole fiasco on the release day. But yeah, we got back up and running just fine. And yeah, as you can see, our average CPU barely goes double digits. We have a 6-core, 12-thread processor right now. 64 gigs of RAM. So keeping in mind all of this right now, this is our current use. We have a lot more planned in the future. We have our rank point system, which is going to be doing regular recalculations, probably every 5 to 10 seconds of everyone's ranks and stuff. That will start to crunch this CPU and use a ton more RAM and stuff. We can do more with, we're going to be having more systems in place with, like, yeah, obviously when you run a race or anything like that, we'll be doing a lot of synchronizing on the clients, but also be using more of the server. So yeah. Oh, what's up, the real Nafing? Yes, actually, we do have that planned. Fun fact, it's in an O10X update. We're gonna be adding KZT, so stay tuned for that. It's in review right now. It just needs a bit more love put into it, but it's gonna be like O10.4, O10.5. It's not soon, but it's like it's definitely soon. Like
as soon as Rio reviews it.
Yeah, pretty much. Right. Sorry about my cat going crazy in the background. It's that time of day. Anyway, yeah, so we have OverSpec. Yeah, but otherwise it's awesome. It's going really well. And we're really yeah, I mean I'm really proud of just the resilience that our backend has had through it all, and just being able to handle the load. And I mean, yeah, we still have a lot more coming. We have WebSocket connections that are going to be coming, probably use a lot more of our bandwidth. But again, it's free bandwidth. It's just a matter of like how much is it going to use and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see that. But yeah, so we'll keep this up to date maybe every quarter, see if we're doing well. But we are at current time extremely overspec. As in, like, if this was the like load that we were expecting for the rest of the game's life, we would absolutely downsize. This is too much power. But it works, and it's been chugging along. It's been handling it. Our staging server, we actually already did downsize, because if you imagine this is our production load, imagine what our staging, our little dinky testing server does, where it's like 0% CPU usage basically for an entire day. So we moved that over to a more cost-effective VPS. So we're good there. So we're saving money there, but this, yeah, currently is not being as utilized as it should be, but hey, we have a ton more features coming up that will. So, all right, cool. That's enough of graphs and shit. Let's go back to gameplay. Check out Surf Executioner. You've been hearing it the whole time. Sorry about that. But yeah, KZT is climb. It's CS:GO like KZ basically. There's some mechanics to it. Definitely, I need to learn what all the mechanics are. But yeah,
the mechanics are so cursed in KZT.
Yeah. It is the most popular mode, so we were kind of hoping to do an SKZ based mode, which is what Mom KZ is going to be, but yeah, KZT was the most popular, so we're adding it. So.
I don't know why people like pre-keep. It's so cursed.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, so look forward to that. All right, moving on to Sundar's question. Count jump stats. So we gotta ask this too. We got the double whammy of KZ and jump stats. So
GameChaos sent me a research paper for this stuff.
Wait, what?
GameChaos linked a research paper for like how to calculate all these stats properly.
Okay, all right. So we have to decipher the
It's using like actual like the mathematical notation that they use in like academic research papers.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, I haven't seen that shit since university. All right. Cool. I'll have to take a look at it too, but we have to decipher what that is. But they are coming. However, asterisk, it will only be local. So we might save it to your profile. Like that'll be the most that it like gets exposed is like somebody could go and view your jump stats on your profile. But there won't be a leaderboard. It literally is the hardest. Like if you think that strafe maps and bunny hop are the most infected cheater thing, those would be the most cheater infected thing. So jump stats will just be local only until we decide if we want to put them on your profile in some capacity so people can check them out. It makes sense to do it like that as opposed to incentivize people to cheat or like, right? So yes, count jump stats, absolutely. Will be in the game in some capacity, but it will be local with some option to share it on your profile. Thank you for that question. We'll move on to Inui asking, or
By the way,
Inui?
real quick, I don't think we have any plans for VNL KZ.
Oh yeah, good point.
Somebody asked in Twitch chat.
Yeah, no plans for vanilla. Sorry, we already have 1.6 and an SKZ variant and KZT. So that's kind of our approach was like we wanted more unique modes. I know that vanilla might be loved by some players, but we feel like KZT, the SKZ variant, and 1.6 is enough variety to hopefully satiate a lot of people on that. But yeah, it's more so that we just don't want to split the KZ community like that. Between like 5 modes. So we want to keep it to 3 for now. We can always reevaluate vanilla later, but for now, KZT, an SKZ variant called Mom KZ, and 1.6 will be the only KZ. Cool. Sorry for butchering your name. If it's Inui or Inui, or N-U-I. Yes. Can we have proximity voice chat? We can have voice chat. It's coming. Proximity, not really.
You wouldn't be able to hear anybody outside of spawn on most maps.
Yeah. That's been the problem. Is like proximity, and I asked about it in I think well after this question was asked in Q&A live. I asked about it in our Discord, and like thinking about it more internally as well, it doesn't really make sense. Like there's the only way to really do it is like you would have to have 2 different binds for it. And while it would be really funny to be grinding a map and hear like someone's music or like open mic or something fly by you, it would be really funny. They would have to have that open mic and then like opt into like sharing their like it's just weird when you have like a voice chat for the entire lobby versus like how do you decide when to use sounds only in the world. And so there are some solutions to where it's like, yeah, you could do proximity when you're close by and then switch to overall if they fade out, but then it's like there wouldn't really be a fade out, it would just be fading to a static volume of like overall. So yeah, I don't know, it's a lot of work. It could be revisited, but for now we're just going to implement maybe KZ or like Trick Surf too, like where you're kind of more like collected in the same spot, but in these giant fucking maps that, and especially on Strata, right, where you can have huge maps, right? Proximity just kind of doesn't make sense for a lot of the modes. So we will have voice chat. It'll be global, like lobby wide, so everyone can hear your words of wisdom. And yeah, we'll go from there. Again, there is code to do it. Like it is actually in the engine. Like I think danger mode, that's it. Danger mode in Go in CS:GO. I think that used it maybe so that you could hear people like because it was a battle royale. But yeah, there was also a meme in the Discord about how like you could make it so that lobbies of like maps that are like alphabetically next to each other, you could hear like them above and below above and below the map. So you can hear like somebody screaming trying to beat Omnific like above you if you're on like I don't know, fucking some other map.
Proximity chat on VP 100. That map is like ludicrously big.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing is with lobbies and stuff, we're playing it by ear. We're gonna get kind of more core features in place, and then try to mess around with things. It could always be explored in the future. I guess that's the easiest answer to this. Is it can always be explored because there's interesting ideas with it, and like maybe, but like, yeah, it's just kind of. It's weird because it's how do you handle proximity versus global? Do you do two separate binds, or do you do it if you're next to the person, you hear them proximity, and if they go too far away, then you hear them global, or if they're spec or something, it's always global. Because that's kind of what I was maybe thinking could work, but like then again, it's also just kind of like like what's the point of like the fading out of the proximity if it's just gonna fade out and then become
Could we do not proximity, but like directional, so that the volume would stay the same, but like you'll hear where are they? It could be.
It would have to scale the volume based on distance. So if it's played back in the engine, it handles that fall off, right? That fall off of, well, I guess because like ambient generic is also, or not ambient, but like Monster Jam, for example, if we want to play that map next, like Monster Jam has like music and stuff that plays in the world, but it fades as you get away from it, because that's like. It would have to scale. It would have to scale the volume as the person moves around. Mm-hmm. So it could be positional, but then like the volume would always, it would have to recalculate the volume every single like update or tick to scale, like not do the fade off. Or maybe it's built in. Actually, I don't know. The sound system in Source is written by one man, and that man is a wizard. So. I don't know. It could be possible, but so to re-answer this, it would be possible to do proximity chat. We would just have to figure out the details. It could be a mode that people want to hear, where it's like, oh, do you only want to hear all chat, or do you want to hear people in proximity and then fading into all chat? And then obviously, do you not want to hear anyone? Turn it off. Not force you to listen to everyone's mumble rapping. But yeah, so yeah, there could be modes. That's kind of what I was talking about at the end there, where it's like it could be something that you like toggle somewhere. I mean, there's already going to be a toggle for opting into voice chat, so maybe that could be where the toggle is for it, where it's just like kind of like, you opt in, do you want to hear everyone all the time? You opt in, do you want to only hear proximity? Because that could be how it's done too. Like if we do this like hybrid approach where it's like, it's proximity if you're nearby, and then based on a setting that you have, you could either fade out to nothing, as in it's like it's only proximity, or you have it fade out to global, where it's kind of like it'd be jarring to fade out. In that case, it would just probably transition to just a global static volume. They would probably get louder then, if I think about it, as they go away. I don't know how that would work, but for holding multiple conversations, it could be. I don't think we'd be able to do multiple at once, if that makes sense. You would have to change channel or something like that, but it would be like voice data and how your game interprets that voice data. So it's like if you're opted out, you just don't even get the data sent to you. You don't even hear it. You get like a status indicator if someone's speaking, but you don't hear, like it doesn't do anything with the audio. But then it would be all chat, which is just, it feeds it right into a static buffer right in your ear. And then proximity, which is it feeds it into their entity in game, if they're in game. If they're not, if they're spec, then it would be all. And then based on that, if it feeds it in game, you have the setting of, does it fade to nothing, true proximity, or does it fade to all chat? So we could do settings like that. But I think for the initial implementation, we're just going to do all chat just to get the feature out so people can start rapping at each other or whatever they want to do. I saw that as an example of like what people were missing from CSGO, the CS2 rappers or whatever. So that's why, anyway. Yeah. Was there any other input for for this voice chat question? All right. Thank you Inui. Sorry for butchering your name. You can yell at me in Discord on how to pronounce it. All right. Really important question by Benji. Would you rather be a penguin or a platypus? What do you guys think?
I
What
think
platypus
penguin.
even do? They just like swim.
Platypus?
Yeah.
Good question.
Penguins can swim and they can also like slide around and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with penguin.
I think
Okay.
they're more overpowered.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it depends on the climate. If I'm still in Southern California, I don't think I want to be a penguin. I'd rather be a platypus. But if I'm, back in Michigan or something, penguin could work there.
Well, I'm a skier. I like sliding around on snow and ice. So definitely penguin.
Yeah, that fits. Did you know that a platypus is venomous? I did not. That's insane. Only the males. Why? What's eating a platypus? Oh, it's on their back leg. Okay, so it's like an evolutionary thing. Today I learned. I did not know that. That's amazing. I chose correctly. Platypus. I'm gonna poison all of my all of my enemies. Not evolutionary. Oh, so they just have that. It was man-made. Okay. We put it there. All right, cool. All right. Thank you, Benji, for this most important question. All right, moving on to Capsize. Does the Linux build support native Wayland, or does it run using XWayland? It runs using XWayland currently. We use SDL 2.0 with, I think, an XWayland backend. We will absolutely be updating to SDL 3 with a native Wayland backend. I think GNOME actually just started switching over to full Wayland with their desktop. KDE's been on Wayland. Wayland seems to be pretty matured. So we'll do SDL 3 with a Wayland compositor or Wayland support. So it is coming. Can't guarantee when that's going to happen. Again, that's not on the roadmap, but it is underlying engine work that is important to do, which that I guess also should have been put on the roadmap under ongoing. Like, we have important engine work to do. Like, there's probably hammer bugs and stuff, right? Like those, yeah, right? Hammer bugs and features and stuff. So that kind of all ties in, but this goes into that too. So yeah, SDL 3 would be ideal with Wayland support. And that should also fix a lot of people's issues that they've seen with high polling rate mouse input. Well, there's a bug right now where the game kind of feels like garbage for people that have over 1,000. I don't even know what the cutoff is, but higher polling rates. And it's just because SDL doesn't sample that well or something. And SDL2, which is what we use, SDL3 does. And the plan that I have in my mind and would need buy-in from basically P2CE devs is we want to do SDL3 upgrade for Linux and then convert Windows over to using SDL3. Because right now it does not. It uses native Windows shit everywhere and it's fucking annoying. It is if-def hell. It is the same code done twice. One calling a neat little library that does everything for you versus Windows Max all caps Windows WinDLL main. Like, sorry, I sound like a fucking code monkey with that, but it's rough and I want clean code. That's all I want. So SDL works on Windows, obviously. So we'll be doing that testing. Hopefully it doesn't fuck anything up. I know it'll probably feel a little different, but it works fine on Linux. It's doing its thing on Linux. So we love the Win API. I guess. Yeah, I guess there's different strokes for different folks. Anyway, thank you, Capsize. We'll move on to the next question here.
I hate this. I hate this ending. Oh,
Yeah, the
nobody
ending
did
is
it.
brutal.
This should not be tier 3. This is too hard.
Tier 4, maybe, on the 10 tier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I should be at least tier 4.
Okay. All right, cool. Moving on to the wins question. Will the game have any ways of modding it? It was a long-winded question. I couldn't fit all of it, but the gist of it was custom run styles, custom UI, custom skins. So Sort of. You can always locally mod the game. You can always locally change skins, models, etc. If it's not gameplay impacting, you can do it, right? Like if it doesn't completely obliterate a map and cause your run to not be validated because you changed the collision on a map, like duh, right? Like that's obviously not allowed. But like you can change the like pistol and stuff like that locally at any time. It's the same modding process that you do for CSS. So it's never going to take that away from you. You will always be able to do that. The problem is that will not network to other people. Other people will not see that. So, and plus it replaces the base model. So everyone that has that base model will have that thing that you're replacing it to. So it's not unique, but it does allow you to mod the game. Custom styles, I don't know how that would work. I mean, the idea behind Momentum is that you have a dedicated team working on the game and not pleading to Valve or a server owner in particular to do things that they may be limited to be able to do because they're a server plugin. So the idea behind custom styles or custom things in the future is always, if there's enough interest behind something like that, we can add it. But the game is not Gary's Mod for movement. So we're not supporting everything and like every mod or like a workshop of mods and you can play little Timmy's fucking mix of defrag and bunny hop and surf all in one. We want to add that officially, right? Like we want to have little Timmy's mode. We want to yoink little Timmy's intellectual property and put it directly in the game. You know, we can make mad money off of that. Just kidding. Anyway, like we want to have things built in the game. That guy is on his way home. Anyway, custom UI, HUD customizer will help you do that. We want to expose a lot of stuff through in-game things, means, you know, where possible. Yeah, how's this tier 3? This is not tier 3. Like
No.
Cyberwave's last is easier than this. So this is not tier 3.
By
Like
far.
I agree that Cyberwave is not tier 1, or I mean it's like high end tier 2, but like that last in Cyberwave is a like killer. And then this, it's like, yeah, the rest of the map looks pretty doable. It's a beautiful map though. Very, very festive. Anybody go through this yesterday? Anybody surf this map in real life yesterday in a haunted house? Anyway, back to the question. So custom styles, not really. Just, I mean, if there's enough interest behind something, we can look into experimenting around with something, but not really. It's not Gary's Mod for movement, so you won't be able to just modify the game directly. We do have like the movement bars that you can like tweak.
Yeah, I was gonna say with cheats.
Yeah, with SV cheats, you can tweak a mode to like get a specific rule set in place. But again, no run's gonna submit with that. Custom UI with the HUD customizer and future work to make it easier to customize your HUD. That's coming. Maybe even workshop support for that as well. Custom skins, absolutely. That's what our cosmetic system is. You can always locally mod things. That's what I was talking about before, but our cosmetic system will allow you to network it to other people and get rewarded for the things you're doing in game. That's what the XP system is going to tie in with, and I'm really looking forward to getting that spec'd out and a rough implementation in place, because there's a lot of cool stuff that we can do with that. I'm really looking forward to having people deck their Momentum Man out. But cool. Just quickly answering Fake's question, can you add tricks from CSS? No. Any mode that requires other people to play is not within the scope of the game. We are focusing on purely single-player speedrunning modes. So anything that requires somebody else to play, like combat serve, tricks, hide and seek, and stuff like that, it just doesn't fall within the like scope of the game. So sorry about that. Though, you know, in the future, if Momentum hits 2.0 with this campaign and everything, we could try to look into a spin-off game or something that's multiplayer only, and you can play those modes using the movement from that we've honed, right? But it is nowhere close to 1.0 or 2.0 even.
I wonder if tricks would be possible with the replay system. Like you kind of record your buddy doing something
Yeah.
and then play it back.
Yeah, we could do some sort of partner system like that, but the main problem is just the real-time multiplayer stuff. That's like it requires synchronizing gameplay, and then you're ping dependent again, which is just, it goes against what Momentum's design is, which is single player first and zero ping multiplayer, right? We're in a lobby, but I'm just getting Panzer's information whenever it gets through the Steam pipes, right? Like it's not, we're not synchronizing our game to be on the same exact tick right now. Well, I guess we're synchronizing entities when I'm spectating, but when I stop spectating, it goes back to my entity world state stuff. But yeah, single player tricks could be doable with like a what is it? Talos Principle recording, thing where you huddle over or press a key to record you throwing a grenade and then you just time that. But wasn't the whole appeal playing with somebody else and timing it? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. It could be something that we look into. It's just not high priority. So, and then expanding Wynn's question, Uberosh comes in here with, there exists any possibility to mod game resources to get benefits on any maps except scripts? So you're asking if there are any available like things that you could do right now to cheat? I think so. We don't even have run validation in place. So yeah, I mean, I think it was what Egyptian Balls has one that's just like an immediate 1 second, like time or something, stuff like that, which was reported. So that guy's fine.
Check bHop ambience.
But yeah, once we get run validation in place, stuff like that's not even possible. So, so yeah, like local modifications will not be, like it will not, like run validation is effectively validating what you're doing in the run if it's possible on a default state. So if you locally modify anything, if you change the map anyway, the validator's not doing that. Right? It's not doing those local changes. It's doing it on our default stuff. I need to go check on Walter really quick. 1 second. Okay, he's fine. I thought he was like knocking over things, but he's not. Anyway, we can change map, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm dying.
Yeah.
This ending is killing me.
All right.
Do you want to do a different mode, or do you want to do another Halloween map?
Yeah. We can change mode. What do you want to do?
Let's do Monster Jam.
Oh, classic. Oh, it's not ranked yet. Okay.
Yeah. Because of the stupid platform thing. The limit jump.
There it is.
I have it so this is going to use like a different setting for the jump limit on the bunny hop platforms.
Yeah. Okay.
And also, I made this playable in 1.6.
So. Oh, you edited the map to make it nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
is the
climb
KZ
section,
route?
Yeah, there's like a climb section of this map that nobody cares about.
Back when there was originality in my bunny hop maps, KZ built right in. Cool. All right. Okay, cool. We'll move on from the Wynn's question. Moving on to JFluff, asking realistically, how far away is 1.0 release? What would the game need in terms of functionality / content for 1.0 to be done? So just showed the roadmap. So the roadmap will help, but timeline-wise, we were talking about this. So 0.10.0 was effectively a major rewrite of every single system that we have. Timer, replay, networking, zones, right? Map editing, map porting, and stuff like that. I mean, a lot of that stuff was new too. So it was a ton of work, but it is now a beautiful base that we can build off of, right? So we have this beautiful baseline that now we're adding a bunch of bug fixes and minor features to. Things like voice chat I wouldn't consider a massive feature, but it is perceived to be a massive feature. It's technically not a massive feature. It's just using our networking we already have and deciphering the voice packet and playing it back in game, right? Like it's not revolutionary in terms of how much work it is. So a lot of the things that are left are not as big, right? I think the biggest thing that we have left is realistically anti-cheat. And that's just going to require a ton of spec design, implementation detail that we have rough ideas on how we want to do a lot of it. And and actually testing it, right? Like testing it with known cheats, with known cheaters, seeing if it's working. That's probably the biggest thing left. We do also have, you know, the rank point system, and that's a lot of spec work and math work. But once that's in place, I mean, computers are really good at math, so we just have to implement it and make sure it's calculating correctly. So yeah, not too much there. Again, a lot of these pieces of work are not multi-year. Anti-cheat probably could be if we get a lot of dedication out of.
Jamming. No awesome songs allowed. I'm too lazy. I hate freedom. I hate fun. I don't care what people want.
What happened?
No monster.
Does it blow up? Or did? Oh.
No jamming
still works.
allowed. I'm not here to make
The wall of depression. Jam on. Anyway, yeah, sorry, this is speedrun version.
You can't oppress speedrunners.
Yeah, you can't. They're too fast. They can't be oppressed. Anyway, all of this work that we have left is effectively like fractions of amount of time to work on compared to what we did for O10. Or it's building off of the systems we already have in place. So, right, like rank points and XP, we already have run submission in place, right? We just need to calculate things, and that's where a lot of the hard work is going to come from, is the calculation itself that we need to figure out, and then doing the actual calculation efficiently. And we have ideas in place for that. We're going to be doing a lot of testing with it. That's why it's O11, right? We want to get a rough implementation in place, test it out, tweak it. O12 might have some resets and stuff with it. Right, that's why we want to wipe at O12 as well, because we want to make sure that, yeah, if people were accruing things too quickly, we want to, you know, nerf those things and then reset so that we can test that. But yeah, so it's a lot of it is just kind of like, we're going to be implementing it, and it won't take that long to implement, but it'll be a lot of testing and like seeing if things are good. So just a lot of fun there. Yeah. God, I remembered this section not being this easy when I was a kid. Does it still play? I don't hear anything.
Oh, you don't hear my game?
Yeah, I know, I don't hear it. Interesting.
Oh, damn.
Maybe we don't network that, or it didn't get networked? Oh wait, do I might have, is it music?
It's music.
Okay.
Oh, you have music muted.
Yeah, I
It-
probably
oh,
have music muted.
Is it music? I don't even know. Like,
Oh, no, I don't. It's on. Alright, maybe we found a bug. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. Alright.
can't monster jam on the stream.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, there's the surfing song.
Oh, you hear this one?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's an issue with the entity networking.
Yeah, could be. Could be a prop that we didn't network, or just an entity itself that's not being networked. But yeah, we'll debug that. Again, ironing out this kind of stuff, so. Oh, the bunny hop blocks aren't black here? Like, just pitch
yeah.
black? Nice.
I fucking went through excruciating effort to fix all the crap on this map.
Yeah, it was rough. Okay, but yeah, sorry, back to JFlow's question. It's within, I would say, within a year or two. Realistically, right? Like, realistically, given the momentum, pun intended, that we have, it could be done within a year or two. Now, I'm not going to set a release date, because that's not how we roll. But the amount of effort that's required is like the overall remainder of what we have to do is less than the amount of time it will have taken us to work on O10, to get O10 out. So I will say that much, because it's not the same quantity of work, and we're building off of systems that we already have in place. So yeah, cool. All right, next question from Rowdy: does it drop at midnight? Wouldn't you like to know? All right, next question from Monkey. With O10 being open to anyone anyways, why keep the playtest app and not just do an open or early access? Great question.
a long, long time.
It's mainly because we already were on the playtest app. Classic. So yeah, we were already on the playtest app and kind of lazy to just kind of flip everybody over to early access. It's nice. It keeps it kind of centralized to the playtest app. I know that means that you can't grind your hours in full momentum or achievements in full momentum. Nice. All right, do it. Blow up the world. I mean, spoilers. Dunk the world. Oh yeah, this one's not networking either. Lame. It's just quiet.
Yeah, it's probably not networking the button events.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to debug that. That's a perfect map to do it. So I guess you guys have to fill in the blanks with what's happening right now, with your own mind. But yeah, so that kind of answers that. It's really just, it was nice to have the playtest grant tools when we needed them. And then it was just easy to open the floodgate there than it was to flip over to the other app, tell everybody to go get the main app, you know. It, like with everybody having had requested access, it was just a button press to release it to everybody, as opposed to, all right, guys, go to the main app and click the button again, if that makes sense. So that also played into it. We didn't want to not give people the app that they were waiting for. Plus, that would have been a giant like bait and switch for the people that were waiting. It was like, oh yeah, I requested access, but never got access, and then the game just like came out in early access. So, anyway, that also plays into it. It's not out, right? Like 0.10.0 is it. The top right's covered by the spec UI, but it is still an alpha. It should technically be a beta, but whatever. It isn't released. So I know early access is also technically the same thing, but playtest gave us a ton of control over who got in and a bunch of fun around that. So, yeah, cool. Moving on to Crystallican. Are Gnolls going to be banned in B-Hop? No. I think they're built into the game, and that's the reason why they were built into the game. Oh shit, does the bonus hide the other blocks? That's sick.
Yeah, I'm using the timer track filter.
Nice. Yeah, it'll be cool to get the game mode filter so that you can actually play this in like KZ 1.6 or, you know.
Oh, well, you can. I designed it so you can play in both.
Oh, but it's still the bonus. So you would have to go to the bonus to see this version. Oh, sorry, this version of the map.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I was saying like KZ like could make this be the main track if we did the game mode filter, but yeah, that works. Keeps it simple.
Could the since Linguisti in chat just spamming this bring the original version? Could the original version be a bonus as well?
What is the difference between the original version and this one? Just the
You have to
cutscenes?
wait. Yeah, you have to wait for cutscenes, I guess. And like there are some bypasses of cutscenes that are different from the speedrun version. And no, I'm not sure what you're. It has cutscenes. Well,
yeah, I mean, I guess I'll defer to Panzer for that, but
Well, I mean, the original just like deletes the doors or the walls that are blocking you from progressing.
yeah.
Like, we could make it so the doors are not solid, so it looks like they're there, but you can just pass through them.
Oh yeah, there are skips. That's right. I think I remember seeing this a long time ago. How do I know this?
Oh, I
It's
think...
like ramping. Like you can go over the wall of oppression or something, can't you?
Yeah, there's like a long jump.
Yeah. I can't wait for Monster Jam 2 to come out. We gotta find Aoki.
Yeah, this map's almost 20 years old, I
Oh
think.
my god. We have to get Aoki's kids to make Monster Jam 2. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny. You can see people doing the bhop one. That's funny. So this
Yeah.
is what we mean by networking, right? Spec. If I spec, right? I think if I go and spec, oh my God, arrow keys don't work. All right, that's right.
There's
Like-
I think I know why that's happening. Hope Rio can help me.
Yeah, so you see, I just went to Twitchy. You can see these bars now, right? But if I jump back to like Napaman and back again, you can see they pop back in. So we synchronize entity state when you first person spectate. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool system. It's pretty cool. Excellent work, Rio. All right, but yeah, nulls are built into the game. So there you go. Low.mp4 asks, will it be possible to have a built-in CTAP script? Kakuha Drive also asks, is there a way to make... yeah, you can make a CTAP script. And yeah, it would be good to just have this built in. We don't really want people to have to rely on external scripts. That's why nulls were built in, right? So yeah, absolutely. We could make this built in. It's just a matter of making an issue for it and then making sure that we get the right functionality and testing it. So it is possible, but yeah, it's just a matter of getting it. All right. So yeah, I mean, honestly, if we don't have an issue for this, let's definitely make an issue for this, so we can figure out which script we want to get in. Yeah. All right. Moving on to Blank. Blank asks, now that the game is out, how do you feel about the public release? Anything that you think went well, and anything that could have been better? I'll let you guys start so I can drink some water. My throat is killing me.
Server could be better.
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of like breaking bugs. I think the main one was just lobby issues.
Yeah, networking is the main thing that went not that great. Otherwise, everything went good.
Yeah.
We didn't get that much issues. I mean, we still got the ones that like we knew about, like
Yes, alert.
join lag still was there. We still get some like rejected runs for some reasons and stuff. So, but those we knew about and those we are working on fixing. So yeah, nothing that bad went. Nothing bad went that bad.
Yeah. I didn't even know this KZ section. I've never done this one. This is cool. You go above the water? That's really fun.
Yeah.
Wait, are you moving right now? What's happening?
Yeah. I think.
Are you? It's
Wait, why
so
is
hard to tell. It doesn't look like it because the wall isn't like the banding, which we gotta fix this fog banding. There's some buffers or whatever.
Why am I going so slow? What the hell? My
I-
ghost just like passed me.
I don't remember why invert x-axis was removed.
Oh, am I crouched? Oh, I was crouched.
Oh.
I couldn't tell because there's no reference points.
Oh. Okay.
Everybody go jamming.
Jamming USA. Anyway, how are the servers in closed playtest compared to public release? Not hit as hard. I mean, yeah, the servers in closed playtest were actually really good, but also overspec'd. we immediately downsized when we moved everything over to the prod server and stuff.
I mean, in closed playtest, we were still on 09. Like the 010 release where everyone went to it, 010 and on 010 server, was really when we did the public playtest. So because of that, neither 010 server nor 09 server would be hit that hard.
Yeah.
And 09 server was actually like really, it was impressive that it still was up. So
$12.50 2-core VPS from like, oh my god, from like 2012 it feels like. But seriously, it's impressive that stayed up and didn't have any, like, that's, I mean, just a testament to our software, I guess, and Node, I guess, in general, like Node.js and stuff, just works. It does its job. Oh, here we go, 1 million jump achievement.
Oh yeah.
Easy cheese. Which, by the way,
I'm doing-
it's fun to see people cheese that. Achievements don't
I'm choosing
matter. You can do them
I'm
any way
choosing
you
it
want.
on. I'm doing it on canals. There is
Oh,
one
nice.
small part.
Yeah, Canals has some good spots. Yeah, so I mean, from my perspective, pretty much went as flawlessly as I could have expected. I was expecting more fires, to be honest. But yeah, no, I mean, the servers held up, our code held up. There were hardware issues that were very quickly resolved, and can't really do anything about those. Like, I mean, like, seriously, we don't own the hardware. We had no idea it was gonna happen. So, but yeah, everything pretty much went well. Like, everything went well. The lobbies, just noting about that, lobbies breaking and stuff was also kind of expected on my end, because like, yeah, we had never stress tested it. That, oh, speaking of stress testing, we're gonna want to do
Yeah,
a
we need
stress
some help
test
with
here.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, yeah, it's basically the same but louder is how I've kind of viewed it. It's just we're getting people that are very passionate about specific things, letting us know. So, compared to a little more muted with with the playtest being closed. So. Yeah, anything that could have been better. Yeah, it's easier to list this. Beautiful. It's easier to list that, right? The hardware, the CPU fan, and the hard drive died, so that could have been better, but nothing we could have done. Lobbies could have been stress tested, I guess, if we like were really passionate about it, but it wasn't a blocker, so that's why we didn't really. Hello, Walter. Walter graced us. Say hello, Walter. Say hello. Oh, okay. Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob. You're gonna make my black shirt all white furry? You're gonna put a bunch of white fur all over my black shirt, huh? Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna lay down on this piece of paper that I have on my desk. Yeah. Classic. Insert the password. What's the password?
Excuse me, are the
There isn't one.
I'm Cactus Joe with ABC News. Not here to see.
That's so funny. Is it? All right, here's how to bunny up. Wait, is that a mounted asset?
I have it mounted, yeah.
The CSS guy? Do this. Also, yeah, he's just humping in the corner. All right, well, dude, don't fall off the desk, bub. You're good.
We don't need a learn mode. We just need this.
Oh, I'm gonna move this piece of paper over here so that you don't do that again, okay? I'm not petting you right now, Walter.
All right, now what?
Good question. What do we want to play? Any chat requests? Any map? Anybody request anything in chat? Things to play. I have a cat on my desk, so I cannot play right now. Them's the law. Them's the breaks. But yeah, overall, the release went well, and I'm excited for 1.0 because the game is just only getting better and better.
Oh yeah, we got B-Hop Recharge added recently.
Ooh, nice. Anything but B-Hop. Okay.
Anything but B-Hop. Defrag.
Defrag, yeah. Show off
You have that
some...
cookie map spacebar haste that I can play.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. CPM or?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Defrag games are cross game mode compatible.
That's right. I am spectating TPW. Fun bug. I think, yeah, if you leave the lobby, it doesn't clear that state, and I think that causes some issues. But hey, look at that defrag HUD.
Oh yeah, this is a new thing. Defrag HUD networking.
Yep. Added in
It's a pain in the ass.
0.10.2.
I had to like rewrite this code like 3 times.
Yeah. Speaking of pain in the ass, let's go to the next question. Sorry. All right. Oh, okay. Zeeks asks, will the time played for the playtest app be transferred over to 1.0's main app? No. It's a different app. Sorry. So time played, achievements, and basically runs, and like all of the things related to that, everything will be reset. So you have to regain your achievements. You have to, replay all of your, hours that you've poured into the playtest. I'm sorry, but yeah, that is the way it works. And again, if we were able to do the playtest on our main app, a lot of this wouldn't be an issue. The only thing that's not reset is your skill. That's true. Go get those fatty PBs in the main app at 1.0 when we have anti-cheat and rank points and XP and everything. But yeah. You can still play 09X as well in the offline mode. You can also just use the, Depot downloader and just download like a really old playtest one too. But yeah, so sorry. But yeah, it's just the way it works. All right, next question. Quaza asks, how many unique players have started / continued to play Momentum since public access occurred? I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't think we have this stat. We could probably, I don't know if, Gordy, if you could pull it up via our database. Maybe
check
Steamworks
meetings.
has it? Oh, does
Check
meetings
meetings.
have it? Let me see. $38,000?
That's unique users. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. So that's how many unique players have played. So we have 38,393 players, including 010 pre, because we copied that over. But that does not include 09. 09 was not imported. So I don't know. We do have a backup of 09. We could actually probably see how many people got into that and played that. But it wasn't a lot compared to the playtest. Walter, are you going to go check out that wolf that's howling out there? You going to go say, stop that? Yeah? Go give him a piece of your mind. It'll work out. He's 15 times bigger than you, but you got it. I'll root you on from the sidelines. Get all your hair off my desk. I love him. And this cat is very spoiled. You're not gonna have a son moment on stream. Okay. Yeah. See, look, he's got his own place command over there. He's on his. On his little windowsill. Anyway, cool. Yeah, so 38,393 unique players since 010 pre. Pretty cool. I guess there's Steamworks data. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I've just had the stream playing in the background. Shoutouts to my new PC, being able to just handle that. All right. Let me see here. This is probably going to require me to log in again, so hold on. Steamworks data product data login, and yes, I can use the thing. Make sure it's not for the builder account. Sweet. Okay. Momentum Mod playtest. All right. So lifetime unique users of Momentum Mod playtest is 70,718. We have 70,718 lifetime unique users, but then 119,909 lifetime total units. So I don't know. So there's 49,000 people that haven't even booted the fucking game.
Smurfs, fucking Smurfs. Like
Smurfs?
people creating fucking new accounts to get into playtest when it was private.
Oh no.
That's funny. That's our Smurf counter. We had 50,000 Smurfs. That's incredible. Anyway,
Yeah. And
fascinating.
I'm impressed that more than half of play people who open the game still they open it on 010. So that's really cool.
Yeah. Average playtime is 23 minutes. Total playtime average, I think, average total playtime? What? No, okay, whatever. Total playtime is 6 hours and 55. What? Is that total for everyone? What is the stat?
Yeah, we all played the
Wait.
game only for like 6
No,
hours.
wait. This is the Steam site license program. Usage of this game within cyber cafes participating in this. Wait, what? There's 6 places that have our game? That's fucking sick.
What?
All
Really?
right.
Nice.
There's 6 cyber cafes, 18 total game launches with 11 total people, and the average playtime is 23 minutes, with total playtime being 7 hours between all of those
Oh.
18 launches of the game. That's impressive. We want to see that up. Let's get this in every cyber cafe in the on the Eastern
Those should be
Hemisphere.
like, yeah, those should be like official cyber cafes that like are
That's
enrolled
sick.
in cyber cafe programs.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's
awesome.
cool.
And you're one of the players. That's awesome, Nairushiri.
No, Nushiri.
Nushiri?
Yeah.
I can't speak. I can't do it. My mouth is American. Anyway, yeah, so there's some stats for you, some hard-boiled stats. Concurrent and active daily user stats. I mean, you get this from Steam charts too. Recent average daily active users 4,472. Lifetime average daily active users 500, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at this chart. Oh, beautiful. So we had on October 4th, we had 12,225 active. So 12,000 people checked out the game at least once on October 4th. And then yeah, we've been just kind of chilling out around. Majority United States. The UK, yeah, majority United States. Oh wait, this is by yesterday. No, I want all history. Or is it what? Oh, okay. I guess certain charts are only specific. But yeah, very cool. Current players 336. Hope you guys are enjoying it. All right. So yeah. We'll keep an eye on the stats. See how the game goes. Again, the game is also, first of all, it was broken for a lot of people. Second of all, or like, you know, probably not what people wanted. Whatever. Second of all, the times don't matter. So like right now, it really is just full on playtest. It's not, yeah, like it doesn't matter right now. But 1.0 onwards, it will. So like these numbers, it's cool to see, right? 300 active players a day is really cool. Like, yeah. Cool. All right. Thank you for that question. Moving on to Roxel. Will there be a feature to create a save state from any point on a replay so that you can practice on a run that failed, or for example, the world record replay? Yes. Yes, there will be. Roxel. Yeah. Yes, there will be. So that is part of 011. That's going to be, we're ideally going to keep track of all of the attempts that you've done. So we'll have a setting for that. Keep track of like the last like 10 attempts that you've done, and then you can watch back those replays and they'll be deleted when you quit the map or whatever. Like we'll have settings and like you can nerd out about like keeping all of your attempts ever on a fucking NAS storage drive or whatever. Yeah, or NAS like drive or something. Anyway, yes, 011. Thank you for that question. Moving on. Me Swift asks, will we be allowed to set/change nulls automatically in the settings /anywhere else? Yes. So nulls are already in the settings. They're called overlapping keys. So yeah, overlapping keys. Gotta overlap your keys. That answers that. Thank you for that question. The fish that got out of water asks, when is Momentum Surf going to be released? Unfortunately, Momentum Surf has been canceled. Moving on to Zach's question, is it possible to change the position of the speedometer? Yes, in 011 with the hub customizer. Hydro's question, is the Strata Source engine a fork of the Source engine being developed solely for Momentum Mod? Will others be able to access it if Valve allows the team to open source it /distribute binaries? Sort of. So we are part of the Strata Source organization, which is just a organization of licensed devs that want to work on the same shared engine branch. It is, in a way, being effectively developed for only Momentum, Portal 2 Community Edition, Portal 2 Revolution, or Portal Revolution, sorry, and maybe some other projects I can't talk about yet. But yes, it is effectively being a collaborative engine that like we are solely using for Momentum in our case, but like the other games that are also based on the engine can also use what we're working on. So yeah, will others be able to access it if they let us open source it? It'd be awesome. It'd be really cool. They won't because it's
Could I
a lot of
ask something?
proprietary. What's up?
I was also wondering, like, could Strata do its own like SDK, as like how it's done in the Source SDK was like Source 2013 SDK?
Probably. I mean, I think P2C is going the route of just opening scripting to be way more involved. Like, you can do a lot more, if that makes sense. So that kind of is the like answer to that. But we would have to. I mean, with everything, it's just got a bloodbath in the spawn right now. With everything, right? We would have to get permission from Valve to do anything like that. So we wouldn't be able to do it without Valve knowing. But it could be doable if we wanted to allow it. For our game, we don't really see that as like we would rather go the scripting layer as well, because like once you allow just a completely custom
Sure.
binary, like yeah, it just starts to get.
I'm just more thinking in like Strata, as like in itself, it makes Source so much better. So making a mod for Source could be much better for if you would use like Strata as SDK,
Yeah.
for example.
Yeah. No, it's fair. I think it's cool that they open source TF2, like, or TF2's
Yeah.
like code in the SDK. I think that's a pretty good answer for a lot of the people that were looking for that. The problem is, yeah, like, it's not the most up to date. It's the most up to date like 2013 code. There's different forks of the engine. So we're on CS:GO, which is forked off of Alien Swarm, which is forked off of 2009 version of Source. So we're actually not even on the same kind of like underlying. There's a lot of stuff in 2013 we could actually yoink. I think was it light mapped props or one of them. Like that's not a thing in this one. So like light map data on props is something we want to either re-add or look into re-adding. I think it's just a matter of porting and testing and yeah. So yeah, like in a way we got the best version of Source because we could use the 2013 like engine as well to like get map support to support all of the CSS and CS:GO maps and stuff like that. But in a way it's like it's kind of its own breed. Realistically, I just don't recommend Source for game dev. I would not recommend it. I would recommend the SDK if you are really so super into Source. Use the SDK. Try to just make a general mod. You do not need engine access for a mod that you don't even know what's going to be in it yet, right? Like, make like mods first before caring about the engine. So just think about that. If you're like curious about Source or want to work with Source or Strata Source. Strata Source is open for any licensee. So if you have a Source Engine license, absolutely, we'd love to collaborate like and invite people in. But you need a proof of an NDA for that, and yeah, like we validated with Valve and stuff. So yeah, it is very exclusive, but it has to be because of Valve's NDA, right? So. But it's nice. It's nice to have a shared code base to be able to take advantage of work that was, yeah, like Clustered was primarily done, I would say, for P2C. Like, we don't really need Clustered, but we benefit from it. Like, maps can now look really fucking cool with dynamic lighting. We haven't really seen maps take advantage of it yet. We don't actually even have a guide on how to use it and, abuse it yet. But yeah, it's absolutely something that's like, it's so nice to just be able to get hammer fixes and, just have like a shared code base because yeah, otherwise it's two mod teams just doing the same thing and like in their own forks and it separates that out. So.
Should we change maps?
Yeah, sure. What map would you want to go on?
You do another Halloween map on Surf.
Oh, yeah.
There's a really good one made by Proxy Chains.
Oh, I think I know.
I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I
Trying to
forget what
find
it's called too.
Agony.
That's it, Agony. Is
Yeah,
it
that map
really?
is so cool.
No. Oh yeah. Let's do it.
I have to re-download it.
Oh no. I need to download CS:GO. Fuck. How's this gonna look?
Is this actually CS:GO assets?
I don't think so. I mean, I think there's some elements. Oh, the sky. Yeah, the world's ending, I think. The world's
Oh,
ending,
what
but
the
they didn't
fuck?
want to render it. So yeah, Skybox and
Hopefully,
that
could you like
effect.
nose up around and make sure it's just the skybox that's messed up? Because the rest of the map looks really cool too.
yeah. Oh, hold on. Is it not M? What is it bound to? Fuck, P? No. Forget. Okay.
Okay,
Why do we
this
have
map,
stop timer bound by default?
What?
V? C? I think I might have. Wow, I don't have a lot of default binds. What the fuck? All right. Well, maybe it's in the map menu. Yeah.
You might have
I
an
know.
like a broken map lobby right now. Could you check?
Map lobby.
run a regular
Yeah.
hosted lobby.
Regular.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I see everyone.
Oh, you're hosted. I see.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a hosted lobby. So,
Yeah.
actually, yeah, let's test this before we get into the next questions and stuff.
I can't spec anyone anymore.
So wait, when did you join? Just now.
Just now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is.
I wasn't
It is
map-
just a number of people. It doesn't matter if it's hosted or not. Okay. That answers that. We'll have to find the exact amount of people. So our theory on why map lobbies and I guess hosted lobbies in this case now too break is you send out too many connection requests through Steam's backend. We have a Steam support ticket open for this just to make sure a Steam dev can make sure that we're not doing something horribly wrong. But we think that it's because you join a lobby and send out a connection request to 8+ people, it just blocks you. Like it times out and it fails to negotiate rendezvous. However, if people join one at a time, very slowly into the map, you can, like how I'm seeing everybody right now, but Gordy can't see other people right now. This could also be a relay issue or something like that. But the main thing is just like lobbies work if you go very slowly one by one. You'll start to see everybody. But if you join a lobby that already has, for example, 12 people on Agony or whatever, you won't see anyone because it sends us all out, fails to connect, and we all cry in a corner. And what's really weird is that we like occasionally send out a like, hey, like I want to be your peer message, like every so often. I think actually DevUI, this is gonna show people's Steam IDs, but they're public anyway.
Fuck.
Yeah, get exposed. But we do, right? So here, you can even see it right here. I can't even negotiate, right? Timed out, attempting to negotiate rendezvous. Timed out, attempting. Oh, you can't see this. Whoops. Hold on. DevUI font scale. Let me change this to like 3. Ooh, a little big. A little big. Okay. But yeah, so like you can see it's like it's failing. It's attempting to connect. Oh my god, why is it this big? So crazy. But yeah, we just get this error 5003, and it's just like we're re-attempting to connect, and it's not that I can't connect to Gordy. I could host a lobby and invite Gordy into the lobby. Yeah, no, they're here. They're regular, and they're on the map, and it's we should be networking to them. But for some reason, every so often, and you can see it pop up here with like every 10 seconds, just failing to connect. And it's like, we're not doing anything on our side that's like blocking if there's too many like there's nothing on our side. We just send out a message via Steam's library. And there's no built-in rate limit that we can control. So it's something on their end. And we're giving them all of this info. It's just like, we have all of this info, right? Like, here's the player count, here's what we're doing, here's the API calls that we're doing, here's the exact, like failure things that we're getting. So Yeah, that's
And
just
I'm
that's
on
the
my
most
end.
annoying part.
I'm on my end. I think I'm getting the same error, which is like PTP transport ICE enabled, but server list is
So
empty.
yeah, this I'm
What's
actually
with that?
curious about. So the peer-to-peer stuff that Valve gives us does NAT punching, which is you don't have to port forward to connect directly to somebody else. Normally on a
Yeah.
router, right, it'll drop incoming packets sent to your specific IP address because, yeah, you don't want to get DOSed by people randomly. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. So like when you connect to somebody, it uses I think stun is the or is it ice
Yeah.
is the protocol? Stun is the
Oh, ICE.
or something like that. There's stun, turn, and ice.
Mm-hmm.
And ice is the like connection establishing protocol, I think, and then stun or turn is like the relay stuff that Steam has. So Steam has built into their Steam networking stuff built-in relays that you can relay all of your stuff through Steam servers and not go directly to another person. And that protects you because you aren't directly connecting to another person. Your IP address isn't shared. In fact, if I actually, you can see this too in the top right, you can see I have 10 active Steam networking connections and my IP is protected. And you can change this, by the way, in your settings, and you might actually want to go see this if you care about this. There's a setting inside of, let me actually find it live on stream. It's not going to be in here. Fuck off. All right. Cool. Oh, wait, no, it is. Okay, cool. So it is. It's in-game, and then you scroll down, Steam Networking. Allow games to use Steam Networking to share my IP address for a faster connection. So I have it on friends only, and I have no friends. So I'm protected. But
Yeah,
I would recommend
no,
you guys change it
I'm
to
friends
that.
with you. I'm friends with you.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay. So maybe that's the reason why I'm trying to direct connect to you and it's failing.
still, well, the error is about relay, so
Yeah. And it should be using the relay, like, right?
well, it tries, but it says again, PTP turns server list is empty.
Yeah.
So it can't like get a list of servers that it can do a relay through, and you get the same.
Yeah, I get the same. But I also get it, I think, for other Steam IDs too. Or is it just, yeah, I do. So this one, for example, is for a different one. So, yeah, like this is all within the library. We can't control this. These turn server lists are what Steam should be giving the client because it's their
Wait,
relays. Like we don't
is it-
know their relay servers. It should be
Is this
set, but it isn't.
Is all of this like in the this message, this error message is from the Steam API?
It's from their networking networking sockets library. You can actually find this exact. Very cool person outside.
That's
Anyway,
not
you can find this exact thing in their open source repo. And again, yeah, it's a warning, so it doesn't necessarily mean that it's failing, but it being spammed at this like regular, right? It's only for failing to connect to people, so it's something to do with it, and like maybe there's some state that you can get in, or some weird shit that happens to where the relay servers aren't populated. We
How
initialized.
old is our Steam API?
Is the latest Steam API version. We've updated it in
Mm-hmm.
0.10.2, I think. So it is the latest, and it uses your latest Steam client as
Steam
well.
client from client, yeah, I see.
To actually like do the calls and stuff. It uses IPC and goes over to it. So yeah, so this error and stuff, it like there's nothing we're doing on our end to like set PTP peer-to-peer's turn server lists, or we can change ICE enable, but then that makes it so that it doesn't do NAT punching or anything, and it uses your direct IP, or you have to port forward, right? So there was like a different peer-to-peer ICE implementation because there's a native client and then there's WebRTC from I think Google has a library for it. So like under the hood, there's technically two ways to do it, and we tried actually using the native one, but it still happened on the native one. So we reverted back because that wasn't the fix. So we're not doing that, but it still happens. And like at this point, all we have is a Steam support ticket to look into it, because there's nothing else to do. Even if we compiled, so that's the thing, is if we compiled the library directly and used it instead of the Steam API that's provided via Steam API. Let me also show you the gameplay while ranting, sorry. Yeah, it is just a warning. It doesn't necessarily mean any. It doesn't mean that something's wrong inherently, but it wouldn't be giving us that warning if there isn't anything wrong too. Because I'm not getting it for everybody in my lobby. It's just it seems like a couple of people that I can't connect to. So I don't know.
So this is happening on hosted lobbies. There's no
Yes.
difference between.
There's
the
no
map
difference.
lobbies.
It is just how we're using Steam networking messages.
I
We could,
suspect we didn't encounter this on hosted lobbies before because like people were on different maps
yeah,
or like connecting at different times.
yeah, and they come in, and the people that have been in the lobby for a while see everyone coming in, and it's one by one. Yeah, so I don't know. It's a bizarre bug, and like we're really hopeful that Steam can fix it. That Steam has at least enough info here to be able to go and like see if there's a rate limit somewhere that we need to be aware of. See if there's a bug in rate limiting code somewhere that maybe we're triggering accidentally by sending upwards of 20 connection packets, which are tiny. These 20, literally 1 byte of a packet, right? Like it's just a hey, sign on like packet to be like, hey, I want to talk to you. Sending it out to the other people, and it just dies. It just dies in the networking code, and we don't have access to that. And like we can try our best to like give Fletcher Dunn and whoever else needs more debug stuff, but like it's just so fucking annoying. And the alternative is either you host a dedicated server that does all of this like direct connection stuff for you, or
I mean, we could do a
you
transfer.
stagger the connections. You just make it so that when you join a lobby, you don't immediately send out 30,000 requests or whatever, like 30.
We could steal turn servers from Tailscale.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know they hosted that. That's cool.
They have a list of public servers, but I'm not sure if you can only use those for for Tailscale, or you can or it's also just turn servers.
Yeah. So anyway, very frustrating because again, from our end, we don't know. Like we're just using the library. Like there's nothing about, oh, make sure you aren't sending more than 5 messages per second or per tick or whatever, right? There's nothing about that in the API. Nothing. And there's no errors being like, oh, hey, this is rate limited. Hey, you're being rate limited. It's timed out and failure to rendezvous. And yes, this peer-to-peer fucking ICE enable turn server list, which might be relevant. So packaged all of that up, put it in a Steam ticket, and now we wait. So there's no server. So this is peer-to-peer. This is directly connecting to another person in your lobby via their Steam ID. So there's no IP addresses that we store or whatever. We just say, hey, send this message to this Steam ID, go. And it goes through Steam's network, hopefully. And in some cases where you're sending that more than 3, we don't even know the limit. Like that's something I'll have to like test and like get a bunch of people in the lobby and just start debugging. Because ideally, and this is going to need to be a dev build because yeah, if everyone's going to immediately start sending me messages, then that's also probably going to be a problem for the underlying pipeline. But ideally, the fix is we just do our own rate limit, our own stupid fucking rate limiting, and like it takes a minute to connect to actually everybody in the server. Which is like we stagger it like every second or two to send out a connection. And then you only connect with people that sent you the connection request. And then that way you're not just spamming over the pipeline. And we'll see if
What
that
DLL
works.
does this error come from?
It's Steam networking sockets.
Is it like in Steam Client?
No, it's on GitHub. It's a GitHub repo. Steam
Can
networking
you
sockets.
Steam networking sockets?
Yeah, I can get you the link. Let me get you that.
Yeah, please.
Because it's fascinating. It is just a warning, but that also means that there is something wrong with the Steamworks API if it's not setting turn servers, which is technically their relay servers. So, like, technically, something is wrong with the relays. But there's nothing we could do. Like, we want to use the relays. Like, we don't want to send direct connections to each other. That's terrible. So, I don't know. Oh, yeah.
The
okay,
game networking sockets?
Oh, yeah, that's it. Sorry. Game networking sockets. Yep.
Okay. Okay, I'll
It's
look at it.
under, yeah, game networking sockets, but then the Steam networking sockets subfolder. So that's why I couldn't call it that.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. Little bit of a tangent. We lost some of you, no. But that's what we've been dealing with. It's not an unknown problem. We're not clueless on what's happening. It's just frustrating, and it requires Steam engineers to look at it because it's definitely not something we're doing unless it's an unintentional or undocumented thing that we have to be aware of. So either we get the documentation from Steam, they're like, hey, you can't do more than 3 connections per second or something. Cool, we'll do that. We'll stagger it. It's fucking stupid. Or maybe they up that limit, or maybe they found a bug in one of the whatever. Like maybe they'll fix it. Who knows? Or we get nothing in response, and we're just fucked, and we have to figure out our own fix. So that's where we're at. Anyway, next question from Tokyo. Congrats on 010. Thank you. Does the team plan to add a map of the day, featured levels, and other things that will naturally create high population environments? And then Momentum Woman in our Discord also asked any additional things that we may have thought about with this kind of stuff. So, yes, map of the day, cup of the day kind of equivalent would be really cool to have. Trackmania is an awesome inspiration for a lot of daily or kind of seasonal content. We also plan on having seasons.
There's like a lot of overlap with this game and Trackmania.
Yeah.
In terms of the feature set, leaderboard system, replays.
Yeah.
So it's a really good source of inspiration.
I'd love to collaborate with, if we ever get cosmetics and stuff, like get like a little car or something from Trackmania as a cosmetic. That'd be really cool, just to have like a you know, just a little nod, because it's an awesome game, awesome series. So absolutely, yes. Featured levels. Absolutely, we want to have daily challenges that give you a boost of XP if you do them, and those will highlight maps that we think deserve to be played. So it'll be a map rotation there. Map of the day could be that kind of tournament style, because we do have asynchronous multiplayer. So cup of the day, but being the full game, like I think that's actually what is currently the case. It's like everyone in the game could participate and then be knocked out. That'd be cool. It'd be really cool. So absolutely. Absolutely. And then just the natural social environment around that. Yeah. So yes, absolutely. Stay tuned for that. It's something that's planned. Challenges and like milestones and stuff like that will be coming. Oh yeah, that should have been in the roadmap. My bad. But that is something that it's technically the XP system. It's part of that. So we do want to have them. So we'll probably spec out some designs for kind of this like daily rotation and challenge stuff that you can do. So it will be, unfortunately, all kind of based around submitting, because that's the only thing we can really validate. So if we do a daily that's like jump 10 times or whatever, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, yeah, we definitely want to make a fun game that has rewards for people that regularly play it. Not making FOMO things, right? Like the dailies and the weeklies would be more kind of like just do it in your own leisure time. Like it's, you know, dailies are just these quick little like completions and maps. It won't really ever be like a beat this tier 6. Good luck. But it can be, because it's not, the only thing you're missing out on is just a boost of XP. There's no cosmetic or anything. Seasons, on the other hand, where we have the longer form 3 to 6 month or whatever seasons, where it's like a rotation of maps and the leaderboards are temporary, or like a layer on top of that, and then you get like badges and stuff for completing in those, or placing in those. Those will have like a badge or like things that you can show off on your profile. So I'm really excited for that kind of stuff. Yeah, but we have a lot of ideas. I mean, we'll be talking with the community a ton too about this. It's not something we're just going to silently work on for sure. So, all right, cool. Moving on to Amp's question: with true slow-mo for the timer, sound, gameplay, etc., and gameplay change triggers be possible? No. True slow-mo, no. Mainly just because it's not a necessary mechanic. I know Trackmania has it. The original question, I think, mentions Trackmania. I don't think slow-mo is something that is a fun gameplay mechanic, but is better as more of a like practice thing. I would have to be convinced as to what slow-mo could do to consider it. It is possible to add. It's just kind of more towards like, do we really want it? Is it like timer sound, all gameplay slowed? Because like, yeah, like what does it do for Trackmania? Is it worth implementing for our game too? Gameplay change triggers. I mean, mode mixing and stuff is kind of a post 2.0 or 2.0 onwards thing. Not really. The fundamental problems, the tick rate. Modes are on different tick rates. If they were all standardized to one tick rate, yeah. But because, yeah, everything's like defrag's 128 or 125, I think. KZ is going to be 128. Surf 66. B-Hop 100. It's just, you start to have unintended consequences when you have fast forward. Yeah. No kidding. I would kind of want a fast forward one.
Fast is a bonus like that.
Oh, where it's like higher time scale, you mean?
Yeah, it's using the player speed mod.
Oh.
And also surf the distance.
Oh, okay. I thought
that slows the player down.
I could press a button and it just does the map for me really fast. Sorry. No.
We need to add like surf aim assist that just like steers you to the ramps.
Yeah. But yeah, this kind of like game altering things like this, it could be thought out more. It's just not appealing. Game mode mixing can be sort of appealing, but realistically it just turns into bunny hop with a rocket launcher. Like it all kind of just boils down to that. But I want to see what's possible. I know there's some gimmicky stuff from like even Team Fortress 2. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of more I need to just see the use case. Is there any reason one map would have a frame rate drop randomly? Yeah, it could be a poorly optimized thing. It could be our clustered rendering. Yeah. It could be a multitude of things. If it's consistent, definitely document it in our Discord. Our feedback channel is perfect for that. So if it's very consistent on one map, we can check it out. There are random frame drops that you can get from people joining your map in your lobby. I'm on based Linux, so I don't actually ever really see it. But yeah, some Windows people have seen that. So we do have a potential fix for that for 0.10.3. So we'll keep an eye out on that for after 0.10.3 if it happens still. But yeah. All right. All right. Creative and the fish out of water asked, why can't limited accounts download maps? This was a security thing from before. It is purely an alt prevention deterrence. We want you to play on your main account. Obviously, we can't stop you from playing on another account. You can physically go to someone else's house and play on their computer. We can't stop that. But we only want you to play Momentum on your main account. Mainly an anti-cheat thing, right? We don't want you to be playing on your alts, and we will be detecting alts and people that start to maliciously use their alts to stuff leaderboards and things like that. We will start to ban, including your main. So yeah, please stay on your main account. The limited accounts, it is actually kind of surprising how many people. I really genuinely didn't know how many people were going to be limited when we pushed this out. That's why it was a full no login sort of vibe. But now I know that there's a significant amount of people that do not spend money on Steam, which is weird, but also not, because the criteria for a limited account is you have to pay your own money. It's not gift cards. It's not gifted games. So a lot of people have that, right, where they have gifted games, gifted Steam cards and stuff like that, and they buy it that way. Whereas what we would require with limited accounts is you have to, or what Steam requires with it, is you have to pay $5 worth of your currency via directly paying through Steam. This is a really important feature, by the way. So in the future, we actually have the website PR done for this. Thank you, Gordy. But we need some game work done, some UI work. We will allow limited accounts to play Momentum, but not submit anything. basically read only, which means you play the map, or sorry, you play the game. You can download maps. You can. I don't know. We might not even allow you to connect or talk in chats or whatever. We'll see. We'll see. But you will be able to play a map, but it will never submit to the site. Your account will basically just be a dud until you become an unlimited Steam account. So that's our trade-off. You can still play. You can still locally get stuff done. You can, but you won't be able to participate in basically anything that requires you to submit, which is if we have tournaments, if we have cup of the day, etc. Right? Like all of that off limits. Sorry. This is purely an alt prevention thing. So if you care about your Steam account that you're currently on, I'd recommend becoming an unlimited account. So I'd recommend just somehow getting a card to be able to pay it. I don't know the process for overseas or countries with weird currencies or anything, but I would absolutely recommend you become an unlimited account if you care about your Steam account that you're currently on. And this is on Steam side for determining that. So we have some resources around that. You know, the game will let you know that you're in limited mode when you boot. Like, it's not going to be a secret. You won't like get done with a really hard map and be like, wow, I can't wait for this to, oh. But like, you'll know that you're in limited, that you're a limited account. But yeah, it is purely just an alt prevention thing. We are a free-to-play game. If we allow everyone everywhere to just play and fully use and submit our, you know, it would be a clusterfuck for anti-cheat, for, you know, just for, I mean, in general, alt prevention is good to have as well for a game like ours. So, yeah, that's another note. Please play Momentum mainly on your main, because we will start detecting if you aren't. I'm just going to put that out there. Like, even if it's not nefarious, we will still detect it. And if we start to see threshold or like certain qualifiers, right, around, oh, hey, wow, you're on a lot of, like, you're starting to kick out. Because again, like, it's the same person, right? That's the idea, is like our leaderboard should be unique, like PBs for everybody, right? Like you're comparing your own skill. If you start to flood the leaderboards with your alternate accounts, you aren't being genuine against the world, right? Like it's not you versus the world anymore. It's you versus your shitty other accounts and the world. And that's just, it's not fair to everybody. So to be fair, we really just want to, like, you can play Momentum on another account on the same computer, but if we start to detect metrics around like, hey, this probably isn't a family or something, right? Like, well, again, there's a lot of metrics we're going to be taking and keeping track of, but we really just want you to play on your main account and just focus on that. Yeah, that actually perfect timing. Yes, it will ideally detect, and a lot of like the bans that we would be doing would be on, it's manual. It's not going to be an automatic thing. The only thing that would be automatic is like flagging, right, the account. But yeah, I mean, we would probably look case by case. And that's the thing is like, yeah, I mean, obviously if it's a different account and like it's only, oh, these like 2 accounts on one computer, and it's like it's very clearly a difference in skill, like there's no point to sandbag in our game either, right? You're not going to get a lower rank and play against noobs or whatever. You're always going to be, right? I guess maybe if there's like tournaments in the future, but like at that point you're very real. Like it's tournaments and stuff are very like, you're probably even going to be on camera or something, right? So like probably less worried about that. But like, yeah, we don't have like matchmaking or anything. What if me and my dad are both goated at Surf? Why does your dad not have a fucking computer if he's goated at Surf? What is he playing Surf on? Well, I guess, yeah, the same computer, but we can, I mean, there's a bunch of metrics, but another one we'll look at is like account creation date. That's usually a good giveaway. Like if it's been an esteemed account for a while, pun intended. If it's also not limited, that'll help, right? Like again, if it's a valid account, then yeah, sure. I mean, but it's when it's like, right, when it's like fucking Gognak 2, Gognak 3, right? Like when it's all that on the leaderboard, we're gonna just ban everybody. All right.
I'm ready to change maps.
Oh yeah, we can change that.
I'm down to do B-Hop recharge.
We could do jump. We haven't represented jump at all. Does Dylan, you want to do some jump?
You're welcome to. I'm terrible at it.
I can play a map.
I'm terrible at conk, sticky jump, and rocket jump. All the weapons modes.
All right, what map should we do? What does that sound? Oh, is that the map?
Oh, maybe.
It's terrifying. Okay. All right. What should we do? Any map requests in the chat? Yeah, name yourself my name if you don't want to get banned. No, I'm just kidding. Beef-O-Ween. Beef-O-Ween? Beef-O-Ween.
On here?
It is on beta. Let's do it.
Nice.
And I have TF2 mounted. I'll play it this time. All right, cool. Wait, hold on. Oh my god, we still have so many questions. All right, I got a spec. All right, who wants to play it? Ooh, Beef-O-Ween. Oh, are these the courses? Damn it. Okay. This is so scary. All right, who's the go-to jumper? Twitchy looks pretty good. I'll watch Twitchy.
Shag. Shag is a good.
Oh yeah, if Dylan joins, I'll watch. I believe in you, Twitchy. All right. Speaking of Twitch, and hey, what do you know? Perfect follow-up question. What is the vision for momentum accounts? And will we be able to get a name override system so that the name in game matches the name on leaderboards? Cool. So yeah, so our backend does support allowing you to change your name. There are instances in the UI where we just straight up use the Steam API to get your name. Realistically, we will have a system in the future that just has like name overrides in a giant list, and then when the game starts, oh, let's go! World record holder, let's go! Thank you, Zach, for joining. Let's fucking go. Sorry, Twitchy, I might have to go watch the. No, just kidding. I'll let Twitchy shine. Anyway, yeah, you can change your name on our backend. We'll have a verified. We have the verified role as well that kind of makes it so that like this is truly this person and nobody else can name themselves that person, or if they do, there's no check mark or something. So we have the check mark system as well. Yeah, and so we have that system. It really just is a matter of consistency. So if you do override your name on the Momentum account, we should allow you at least to see that override everywhere, right? Oh my god, that's the scariest fucking ghost I've ever seen. It's actually really cool. It's a cool effect. But yeah, so yeah, we do have that. The vision for Momentum accounts, it is effectively you log in via your Steam account. So protect your Steam account. That is the only way you can lose your Momentum account. It is directly tied to your Steam account. So we never need to know your Steam password or anything. We use OAuth. You log in via Steam to get an OAuth. It is not a closed lobby, but it might be kind of limited. Yeah. Sorry, there's freeloaders. Can I change what's the player count limit? Is it just 24 everywhere? Or can I
think so,
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we have Vicious with 24 lobby, like, there's 24 people in lobbies.
Yeah, that's fair. Wow, this map is pretty dark, actually. I'm scared. No, I just can't see anything. But I think that's part of it. Beefmas. Or wait, no, there's Beef-O-Ween and there's Beefmas, isn't there? Map Fulbright 1. Map's not scary. What the fuck? This map's so easy. But anyway, your Momentum account is, yeah, it's directly tied to your Steam account. So just protect your Steam account with everything. But it is, yeah, it's just your kind of your trophy for your progress, right? It is, your account is, right, directly shown on leaderboards. You know, it will have more cosmetics to show off like a badge and things like that. So there will be more cosmetics around specifically your profile too. We want to have that layer of customization as well. But yeah, it's just kind of like the container for all things Momentum and tied directly to your Steam account. Nice, Twitchy. Hell yeah. Yeah. So hopefully that answers that. We have like 15 more questions to get through. But thank you for that question, yeah. B Jacko asks, will it be possible in the future to share replays outside of Momentum via a button to convert a replay to a compressed video file? Yes. Yes. We want to have that built into the game, whether it be using SVR directly or just, you know, a native renderer in the game. But SVR has been around, and if we could directly implement it, it is open source as well. Crash 4's aware of the project. I don't know if we have permission to do it or if the license just allows us to, but yeah, absolutely. Just having a way to render out via in-game, and then eventually down the line being able to automate it, right? Being able to, I don't know, just like have a boot option for the game or something to boot you into a map and load up a specific replay and like record out that video all from the command line or just a command line so that people can get world record uploads automated as well. The stance on that, by the way, is that we kind of trust the community to take over that. We want to have, on the Momentum Mod channel, we want to have more player or mapper focused like interviews and highlights and things like that. So the more fancy, think of like RJ Weekly and stuff like that. We would want to have videos like that on Momentum. So the more just direct, this is my gameplay upload can be done anywhere. That's fine. But yeah. Cool. So that'll be coming. All right. Can of Cancer asks, how does it feel to have created such a large and supportive community? How did the growth of the team affect the team? I think I read this question correctly. It's the growth of the team affect the team, but the growth of the game as well affecting the team. Do you miss seeing active community members now lost in a sea of Momentum movers? So yeah, it feels amazing. It feels incredible to give these modes the platform they deserve. I mean, I think that's in my credits, as my credit tagline too. It is, these modes deserve better than being shoved away in a server. And not, again, this isn't downplaying the community aspect of these servers. I'm talking purely about the support for the mode, right? It is through just like updates to games or just shoveled away into a community map browser. These communities have flourished, and it's like bringing them into the light and giving them a proper platform for them to grow, hopefully very healthily, into the future. It is a possible future, right, for the game, and that is incredible. For all of the modes, right? You aren't beholden to, oh shit, Source 1 doesn't work anymore. Or, oh shit, Valve just broke CS2 movement. And I can't fucking play, right? You have a dedicated platform that loves you, that wants to see you play and respects your time. And yeah, I'm amazed to just see how many people have come and go, of course, like people always do, right? People have time for various things, and it's amazing how far this game has come so far. We still have so much to go. I was digging out an old clip on my Twitch to link in the Sticky Jump channel to prove that you can use G-Man as a sticky bomb if you want to. But it was fun to see all the clips from over the years of like the various state that the game's been in, but also just like how far the game has come since then, and how far I've come as a person. I was fat as fuck back then. Still working on that, but anyway. How did the growth of the team affect the team? You get people of different backgrounds, of different expertise coming in and contributing in just a myriad of ways that is unmeasurable. Right? It's incredible. It's incredible to see, because I think it's like, with it being a motivation-based game, it's amazing to see people doing things and then being like, oh yeah, like I can work on this or something, right? Like that's the best motivator for all of this. So I think people coming in and joining and helping out directly with the project reinvigorates people's interest, right, in the project that maybe that dies off over time. And like that's the beauty of this project, is it is just very open door. Like a lot of people that had to have left or just left are always welcome back. Like, it's never like a closed door, like, we hate you thing, too. It's either they got busy or they just don't have the time or motivation. It very rarely was something on the team causing drama to cause it. And that's incredible, too, considering that Bunny Hop is a game mode that we support. Anyway, yeah, no, it's incredible. And the project has come so far. The CCU, yeah, I mean, I'm not a metrics freak, but it is cool to see it. It's cool to see hundreds of people are enjoying this game daily, thousands of people uniquely, right? So it's like, it's might be 300 and then one person gets off and another person gets on. And over time, it's a couple, thousand, right, a day. But it's cool. It's very cool. And yeah, seeing active community members come and go has always been interesting. It's been just a fascinating, like, it sucks because it's like, yeah, like if you have people that are really good at particular things for the game, yeah, you have to pick up slack and fill in the gaps, and it sucks that way. But in the capacity of like, it's more of like a smile because it happened kind of vibe of like, we got all of the like effort and the game coming out, right, is just like putting all of that effort not to waste, right? Like it's an effective use of everyone's capacity to finally have it in everyone's hands and be able to play and be critiqued and whatnot. So it's just, yeah.
I'd say the fact that people are actually playing the game now has been really helpful for my motivation.
Yeah.
Like, working on a game for like, I don't know, 3+ years, and very few people are even playing it. It's really hard to keep that motivation.
Yeah. And that goes for any game dev, right? Like, you can pour your heart and soul into a game and then release it and nobody plays it. And it sucks. It's a terrible feeling. I've known some people that have had that. And I mean, through my job and through just people on like Twitch and stuff talking about their games. And yeah, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of the team and the community that we're growing. And
Yeah. I don't know like what the percentages of games that get released and have like this level of success, but we're in a really amazing spot to have like this many players.
Yeah, and to have, what was it 12,000 unique, but it was, I think our top was 1,600. 1,600 concurrent people trying to play at the same time was awesome.
Yeah, on the first day.
First day. That's like, I mean, that's got to be at least like top 1,000 on Steam, but still awesome. And it's just, again, the game is only going to get better. We're only going to get more unique perspectives from people in the community and more unique people joining and finding the game for the first time now that it's out, and people can just play it and like get to know these modes. Well, once we have learn mode, it'll be even easier for them. But yeah, it's just like, it's all this combination of stuff that's just like, it comes together and like, yeah, it's incredible. And I'm very proud, and we're not done. We have a lot of stuff to do, but we're gonna try our best to get incremental pieces of stuff implemented, voice chat, and the whole roadmap from earlier. And yeah, once we get all of that, like, that's the thing, is like, it's not done, and there could be a level of burnout that's like attributed to that, of like, oh my god, we still have NEG, we still have, like, but then you start to look at like what O10 required versus what's left, right? Yeah, I absolutely imagine people coming back for 1.0 or just even more. Like, we want to do tournaments, so I would love to do a giant event for 1.0. Like, ideally in person would be really fucking cool. Like a GDQ thing or something, right? Like, I would love to do an in-person big-ass event to celebrate this game actually being 1.0, no longer in beta, no longer a playtest. It is out. You can play it, enjoy it, have fun, break it, yell at me. No. But yeah, like a streamer event, or just like, yeah, just get it in front of a new audience as well, like a bigger audience too, in some capacity. MomCon, let's get MomCon going. Get MomCon.
Momentum World Cup.
Yeah, right? MMod WC. So there's a lot of stuff we have planned, but it's incredible. I can't wait to see where it's gonna land, like where 1.0 like lands and how our player base looks, and just, I mean, mainly, and some people in chat may have seen me in their chats, I've been mainly just watching people play the game while I code. It's been amazing. Just like always, that's the other thing, always having a stream and live streams to view, right?
Oh yeah, I love joining random streams and just talking to whoever's streaming.
Exactly.
It's a lot
It's
of fun.
so cool. It's awesome. And it, compared to even O10 Pre, where it was very rare to have people playing the game. It's so dope. Do we want to switch map to Sticky Jump? Oh, I did the thing again. My bad.
As long as somebody can actually play it.
I'll dress up as a ramp. All right, perfect. Perfect cosplay. The Momentum Man cosplays. Well, yeah, somebody will buy and bring their Tesla Optimus robot and be like, "This is my character." Look at him go. Yeah, you can play. You play SJ. What map? What map should we do?
SJ Witches, is that Halloween themed?
Ooh, witches aren't so scary after all. It's either Halloween or a. Oh yeah, no, Witches by Kodo. Cool. Homey, very homey feeling. I'm gonna give it a shot because I love Sticky Jump. Fuck, I suck at Sticky Jump. I'm gonna watch Osborne play. I'll watch Zag play actually. All right.
It looks slightly spooky, but not very.
Yeah, you know, it's witchy. Witchy thing. Okay, cool. Thank you, Can of Cancer, for this question. Wait, actually, was there any other input for this? For how people feel about having created a large and supportive community? How they feel about the growth of the game and the team? Any... Oh, it's just Gordy. Okay. I don't know where.
Yeah, no, I didn't have any ideas about that.
That's
It's
fair.
really just cool. That's it.
I'm glad you're on the team, Gordy. All right. We got a couple questions about our strafe trainer. People not understanding that the Q&A live is for today and not an immediate answer. So where's the strafe trainer thing and what do the numbers mean on it? Great question. I'm not gonna be able to show you in this gameplay too much, but it's inside of interface, and then I believe it's under strafe trainer. And so yeah, there's some settings here, but yeah, we have this weird cutoff issue we gotta fix. But yeah, there's the idea behind the strafe trainer is that it's a bar that's measuring how well you're strafing. So you, in one mode, want to make sure that you're keeping the bar in the center of it because you want to make sure as you're turning that, right, it's how optimal you're turning. What the numbers mean, I do not know. You'll have to ask in our Discord. That is something for the seasoned B-hoppers too.
I hope they're disabled by default because I don't have any idea either, and I'm like, I've been playing this game for so long.
Yeah, they might be, and it's a specific mode. We do also have SSJ, which is 6th speed jump, which is stats on just every jump basically, and those are broken right now, but will be fixed ideally in the future. Wow, this map is crazy. What the fuck?
Oh yeah. Sticky jump is like so complicated. I can't believe how like crazy the top players are.
It is legitimately 400 IQ because you have to plan. Like, speaking of a fast forward button, you have to play in like fast forward. Like, you have to know where you're gonna be before you're actually there, and then plan to deal with that. It's cool though. It's so cool. Cool. All right. Hey, speak of the devil, Zag asking this question live. Is there a way to download PR replays to be able to still use them after whenever the next wipe is? You can download them, playing them back in game, maybe not. It depends on how bad the wipe is. We can look into offering it. We really don't want people to be treasuring the runs that they're doing right now, but we understand that there's people that get really good runs and they want to keep it around. The replay format, while it is relatively stable, is likely going to be refactored and cleaned up a bit before 1.0. So at that point, we don't really want to care about backwards compatibility until after 1.0. So that's why it would be kind of more towards like, we just want to delete them. We don't need them. But we can at least offer you the ability to download them. To be able to play them, we can offer an old build of the game, which we don't think like map loading or whatever is going to change. So you can at least load an old build of the game to play it. But otherwise, going forward, like if you're asking for backwards compatibility, that's not super possible just because we're right now still in this like playtest scrappy phase. But in 1.0 and onwards, yes, absolutely. Runs will be, it would be really cool to archive runs using like archive.org or something.
We'll just record them like MP4.
Yeah, or you can record them out as well. So yeah, that's true. Like if you have an old build and the replay file, you can just record it out and have it permanently that way, and not have to play on like an old version of the game. So, yeah. Can you not land on that? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
oh
no.
my god.
Yeah, no. Oh, I see missing models here.
That's nutty. Just stats be fixed. I need to know if I'm better than K-Servial or Cereval. Yeah, we can try to fix stats. I think we're gonna do an overhaul of stats later. We have a lot of stuff to overhaul with like stats, basically. Like we have a bunch that we want to collect. The old method that we were using was very surf oriented and didn't really care. But able to go through that for bonuses and stuff. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, like that's the thing is like realistically to just like forward thinking 1.0 and onwards is where the runs matter and where we want you to care about like the replays and stuff. So anything before that, we can't really guarantee things. We can try our best, but we're going to be moving CDN bucket as well because runs are very write heavy and not very read heavy. Not a lot of people download replays except for maybe the world record run, but yeah.
How is this only tier 3?
Yeah, this looks very hard compared to tier 3, but this is in beta, so maybe it just needs to be rescaled. Is this a tier 6 scale? Because tier 6 that makes sense, but tier 10 this is closer to 5. That looked nutty.
I mean, I have
I'm
no
not
idea
the
how
overall save for that, but yeah.
Oh,
You can do
yeah,
it
if you do it
also?
slower, obviously it's not as hard, but still, this just looks crazy to me.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right, moving on to Campster X. Is there any way to implement a toggle mute all programs except Momentum? When performing a sync in RJ and listening to music, it can be hard to time it. I don't know if this is a game feature that we would do. This seems like an OS thing. I don't know. This seems like a macro. Like you might need a macro for it. But it seems like you could do it. You could probably do it with in Linux. I feel like you could write some scripts to do it, but I don't know with Windows.
I mean, I have a auto hotkey script that like lowers my Spotify volume when I'm trying to use my push to talk.
Yeah, nice attenuation. That's sick. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Discord has that too, but only for but attenuation for other programs could be doable. I don't know if SDL lets us fucking get at that. Maybe it might. We could look into it. We could look into that. But it is such a like nice to have feature, or like or not. Was it? Yeah, it's more of a nicety, not a need to have feature. So it'd be more of like a dev effort and like exploration. We'd probably want to update SDL to version 3 instead of 2 that we're on right now first. So yeah, but thank you for that question. Very unique problem to have, and true, right? Like it is something that the game could technically do, I think, if it's possible, to like control other programs' audio levels from one program that's not run as administrator. I mean, Discord has attenuation, right? Or no, that's the other people speaking. No, wait, hold on. Discord has it for...
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
okay, so it is possible.
I'm just
You don't
not
really-
sure if you have like your game should or like your program should be in some kind of like voice call mode or something like that.
That's true. Yeah, and Windows does have it built in with the voice call mode too. But that's like all the time, like when it's... But I guess in our case, we would voice call mode it when you're doing a sync or like shooting a rocket. Plus, yeah, like how do you determine if it like how do you determine when to do it? When there's more than one rocket out for longer than a second, then we start to like fade or something?
I mean, a bind?
It could be a bind. That's true. be annoying though if it wasn't there wasn't some automatic stuff to it to do it. But yeah, I don't know. This is an interesting thing that should be turned into a GitHub card, but won't be worked on anytime soon.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That air boga.
It's so cool. Yeah, just the catch there, and then yeah, it's crazy. Tier 4 sticky jump. I mean, we can take a look right now if you want. If Zag's up to play a tier 4 map, we can jump over to that. Thank you for that question, Camster. Yeah, we just need to, let's definitely make an issue about it or track it down somewhere, because it's not a bad idea, but it is something we could do. I just don't know what it requires to do it, and I would have to look into that, or somebody would. But okay. Moving on to AMP. Would you be interested in adding a medal system for maps like Trackmania has? For a medal system for maps like Trackmania has. Wrong emphasis. Having one for what was that?
It'd be tricky. Like a lot of surf maps, kind of like the really hard ones, you're pretty much always finishing at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like, well, so the medal system is more of a casual. So yes, to a medal system, an author time could be doable. A medal system I really want to do because I want to offer, again, there's two types of players, right? And the idea is that we want players to lead towards the leaderboards and grinding for times and stuff, the world record grind or whatever, right? Is the pipeline. But the casual players can still have something to go for that isn't tied directly to, hey, go beat this guy that's played surf since you were in diapers or something, right? Like having a, you know, bronze, silver, and gold in author, right, time or something, and those are just metrics based off of like an average playthrough of the map with factoring in like what a mess up would cost time wise and stuff, and these would just be tracked as per your completion, right? So your PB is marked with this medal that you get, right? And then your actual rank and rank points is the time that you got compared to everybody else. Oh, no, author time's part of the validation? That's true. We do want to have a showcase run, but the showcase run isn't necessarily the speedrun route. So that is technically a different system as well. But we do also want to have, like, when you hit tab and you see the map name, there's like show showcase run, and you can watch that to like see how to do the map without watching the world record run. And hello, Walter. Have you come to lay down on that piece of paper again? Okay, bub. Welcome. But yeah, absolutely. Medals. Oh, okay, let's not hit my keyboard, bub. Come on. You can lay there, just don't lay on the keyboard. But yeah, sorry. Yeah, you didn't change that. Okay, so yeah, a medal system would actually be really, really cool. And author time is doable. It could be part of the validation for, yeah, if a map is doable. So definitely. But yeah, I think it's just gonna we need to feel it out with what types of medals we want to have. I mean, for sure we can do an author time. The problem is, if there's no author time, what do we do? Like, do we just pick like a group 5 time or something as the author time? Like, what do we do for maps that do not have their author to set a time for? Would it be misleading if a team member said it, or somebody that's supporting or whatever said it? So I don't know, like some maps just might not have an author to set an author time for. And yeah. Come here, Walter. Come here.
I think it would be easier to just reward players if they pass a certain percentile on the leaderboard.
Okay.
Because that would be all automated.
Yeah.
It'd be really hard to make medals for like thousands of maps that don't have that already defined.
Yeah, and that's what I mean is like the medal system will likely come after after a while, because we want runs on leaderboards to see where cutoffs for medals would be, just to get rough ideas. All right, Walter is changing the current slide. Might have to unplug my keyboard for this. His tail is whipping the arrow keys. Okay, cool. Zach, did you want to play a different map? Oh, anything up to tier 6. Okay, you can pick a map and we'll go to it. You can also beat this as well if you're in the middle of this. You're in the middle of something, actually. Never mind. Yeah, so I do agree, though. There are people that do not care about groups and stuff like that, but we want to nudge them towards that. So having medals nudges them, because ideally gold is where it maybe starts to become a group time, right? And then going past gold is like, oh, I love this map. I really want to grind it more, and then you can compare against the other people there. I know Neon White did a system like that, but I mean, I don't know if we're gonna add anime babes to the game yet. I'm still debating that. Anyway,
And you know what's funny with Neon White? There is a mod, which is a very popular mod that also, like, they have a medal system in the game,
Yeah.
and it also adds a shit ton of more medals.
oh, interesting.
So
okay.
yeah,
So they had like
I'm
how
not
many? Like just like over 10 or
I think 7 or something. Let me
7
see.
total medals? What the fuck? Yeah, that's too many. We would only need like 4 or maybe at most 5. Like if we want to have like a bronze, and before that we could have plastic or something. Get a plastic run. But I think your overall rank is also going to be materials, so we'll see. Like your rank points. SJ Clo. All right. Yeah, beat the map and we'll go to SJ Clo. Chloe? Walter. Sweet precious boy. Sorry.
Yeah, 6 medals except like the default 4.
So, oh, okay, not including the default part. Okay.
No, yeah. So like default 4 and then
Walter
6
is locked in.
more.
He's watching the sticky jump gameplay. He's sitting right in front of me, just staring at the sticky bombs as they come out. This is great. Don't hit my monitor, please, though. Precious boy.
He's meant to...
Nice. Easy complete. We'll go to Clo. Which, by the way, wait, why are there conch map? What the fuck? Oh, is it? I have fixed the banner. So maps that have been just released will have a proper new banner on it. That was an easy fix. Easy peasy. Okay. Oh no! I can't spec. I
Hey.
gotta rejoin. Probably
Why
the
can't I find this?
lobby. Let's see.
Oh, I have to refresh my map list.
Rejoining probably won't work. You will need to like recreate a lobby.
Well, let's see, because it's the TV peer stuff.
Oh
that's
wait,
failing,
yeah,
but,
it's in lobby.
Oh yeah, no, I was on the wrong version of the map. Shoutouts. All right, we're good. Not bad. We should have better detection around that.
Yeah, you
All
have to
right.
like refresh
Give
your
your
map.
feature request to Walter. He's gonna implement them right now. Sorry, bub. There you go.
Do we still have the MG saw in the game?
MG Saw, I forgot about that. I don't think so. I think that was on staging, actually. Wait, hold on. We might, actually. Let me... What was it under? Was it under, like... We might have removed it. I think we removed it when we were cleaning up maps. I think we... Because we were joking that we added Climb or something, and we added MG Saw. Walter, are you watching him play Sticky Jump? His tail's going crazy, too. Here, you guys can see the crotch cam, and by that I mean Walter just watching the sticky jump gameplay. This is so funny. Sweet boy. Okay, sorry. Moving on to the next question. Uberosh asking, how many maps might be released per week with enabled leaderboards? What's the actual difference between ranked and unranked versus beta? Cool. So maps are basically coming out. Okay. There's no rush for maps to be ranked right now because there's no rank point system. But the idea behind ranked or approved maps, well, I guess, okay, sorry. A map can be approved, which means it's either ranked, unranked, or yeah, ranked or unranked, right? It's out of beta. So when it's out of beta, it's done testing and all of that. Okay, bud. All right. When a map is approved, right, it's put into ranked or unranked. depending on the quality of the map. Ranked just means you get it's ranked. It matters a ton because it's a ranked map. Unranked, I think you can still get XP from beating. I don't actually know what we're gonna do with unranked yet, but unranked, no rank points. The leaderboard is just kind of like there. It's just maybe a meme map or whatever. Low quality maps we're gonna try not to add in the first place. So maps from your childhood that might not be that great to play might not be added overall. So just keep that in mind. Damn, this is crazy. The head hit they have to deal with here. Oh, Walter, you want more pets? I'm sorry. Clawing at my hand. So will there ever be in-game voice chat? Yes, there will. We actually had a roadmap earlier in the stream, so you can actually probably go watch the VOD real quick to actually see it. It's well within the first like 10 minutes. I think I can show it. But yes, yep, in-game voice chat is being worked on. So maps are being approved pretty much as fast as we can go right now. In the future, right? Like a lot of this is checklist. You know, like it's a lot of admin task of like you just check through a checklist, make sure the map follows guidelines, right? Making sure that content is properly removed and everything like that. So a lot of it is really straightforward work that just needs a council of people to help do. And that's where you may have noticed some people have gotten some interesting roles in our Discord for specific game mode councils. We are building kind of a team of, not really team members, but still they talk directly to the team around game modes. These are people that really, really love their game modes and will give us the best input towards maps that we want to either decide to have ranked. They're effectively telling us what maps should be ranked. And unranked and stuff like that, right? So, or be added or rejected outright. So this is a community run effort that is very specifically, oh, whoops. Walter, did you? Okay, yeah, that was our last question. Anyway, he's crazy. Anyway, yeah, this that is like the help that we need because yeah, not everyone on the team plays Sticky Jump as well as everybody else in the Discord has, right? So getting a dedicated team for each of the modes is a awesome. Oh my god! Don't control delete. Okay, putting my keyboard under my monitor so Walter can lay. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, the actual difference between ranked and unranked. Ranked means rank points. You gain rank points for beating it. It is effectively what people should play because of that. Like it affects your overall game mode rank. It's, you know, I guess that's the only thing, right? Like it contributes to your overall game mode rank. So if you care about that, that's, I guess, what makes it really important. It is a high quality competitive map is basically what a ranked map is. Unranked is not high quality enough to be worth grinding for people, right? It's usually I'd say like probably like a gimmick map or something like that, but it's still unique enough to the mode or worth adding. What are you messing around with? Okay, you're just giving me a love bite. All right. Okay. You just give him a little chomp. Sorry. So yeah, so beta maps are just maps in testing. These are maps that have been added but not thoroughly reviewed. Their leaderboards straight up don't matter because the times actually get wiped. But a ranked map or unranked map, the only reason to put it in that that category is, well, for either rank points or having a leaderboard that matters, right? So the times don't get wiped anymore. There's no changes that are going to be made to the map. The map is pretty much finalized, right? So yeah, that's the main difference there. But yeah, we just there's no metric we're trying to hit with releasing maps. We're trying to just get maps in as fast as possible. It really is just a matter of like how many ports are coming in, and then the councils being established, and like how many, you know, how much feedback we're getting on all of it. Walter, what?
We're getting way more people porting maps than actually reviewing maps, and that's kind of an issue.
Yeah, that is an issue. It is hard to review a map if you don't know the mode. It is easier, much easier to port a map. So if there are porters that would like to start looking at other maps as well, we invite, I mean, it's open to everyone. Like everyone can review maps that are in beta, but we just need people to do it. So yeah, having some sort of motivation, it would be nice to like maybe tie it to the XP system as well if you like leave reviews for maps and stuff, just to motivate it happening. And then yeah, obviously people that are abusing that would just get banned, but or just banned from gaining XP, I guess. Oh yeah, no, there's maps that aren't on KSF that are in beta, so it might be. But if you do recognize maps that are from servers or something, and you go and play it and just like leave comments on like how it feels or if there's things missing or broken, that's really all we're looking for with the review process. Is we're just trying to see if it's ready. And some maps aren't as ready, but it just takes somebody to look at it to know, right? Council application stuff, I mean, it's ideally people that have been in the community for a while, or just been around. It really just is a matter of like asking for it for the role right now, because that's how we, like, we don't want to just open it up to everybody. Like, we want to, like, if people are recommended for it, they should definitely get in touch with us, because yeah. But it's like, the idea is that you're going to be able to professionally debate and contribute to discussions around whether or not a map should be added, ranked, unranked, etc. Right? Being able to put aside biases, being able to be serious about talking with potentially your friends or something, right? Like, it's a matter of like, this is for the entire game, not, you know. So it, like, that's the main thing is like that we're looking for, is like people that are serious about the modes enough to be able to help guide what content should be in it.
It wouldn't make sense to ask random people to rank maps, because you kind of have to just know like what the guidelines are. Yeah. Which is like 50, like a checklist of like 50 different items. Yeah. So random people are not going to know that.
Yeah.
Unless you mean like, is the map high enough quality to be ranked? That might be a thing that we ask people, but
yeah. Oh shit.
I'd rather it be something that we just encourage people to do rather than being like some pop-up at the end of their run.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the thing, is like map ratings was also asked about, I think, either in chat or like in a previous Q&A or something. Oh, definitely in a previous Q&A. But the main thing with like map ratings is we don't want to demotivate newer mappers. If you make not the best map, you know, you're not going to make Omnific first try or whatever. Unless you steal it. No. Like, you don't want to get bombarded with like thumbs down or like 1-star reviews of your map, right? Like, it's good to get constructive criticism, and like whether or not people are actually playing it is like, I would say, the biggest metrics. And then yeah, like constructive feedback around like what people don't like is really nice to like have for future like things, but yeah, right? Like, it's not impossible to get a map ranked either. It's not meant to be hard. It really is just a quality bar. Like, we don't want gimmicky, like really old probably maps that don't play well, right? Like, because again, ranked in the eyes of people that are grinding are maps that people have to play and do well on, right? So they have to be at least viable for that. Right? If it's a map that's just not respecting your time, it's like, there's a Bunny Hop map that's like 16 hours long or something because of like, just, it's a corridor that goes back and forth every single unit of the grid, which in our engine is giant, and that takes like just hours to do. And that's like, that's not going to be a ranked map. Like, that's like, to ask people to do that is ridiculous, right? So it's just not tenable. Oh yeah, great map, please add it. I mean, we can add it unranked if people want to do it. If anything, it'll be stress testing our replay storage.
We have that AHOP rainbow map. I don't know how long that one is.
What the fuck is... You have to do this off the... Oh my god. That's nutty. But yeah, so definitely leave some thoughts on some beta maps. Yeah, Rainbow ain't too bad. Yeah, that's true. Should probably
Can I
also get a
distract you with
Viz
more?
pass.
Can I distract you with more networking stuff?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, let's go.
Nice, nice
so-
complete.
So, do we use the Steam networking sockets directly, or do we use it from Steam Client?
We use the Steam networking messages Steamworks API. So it's included in our C++ code, and it's the Steam networking messages interface in particular, which uses sockets under the library, but it abstracts out a lot of it. And that was the other thing I was thinking is like, oh, there's probably some weird abstraction. But
Because like in the open source library, like that is on GitHub, they don't set any stun or turn servers by
Yeah.
default.
right, yeah, that so the
So-
Steamworks API I think has init relay servers, and that should be doing it.
Okay.
So if you go to the
So-
Steam networking utils maybe page on the Steamworks partner repo, I think it has that. If you need a link to that, it's
Yeah,
it's not
please.
hidden. It's not hidden behind anything. It's in their public API for. Yeah, let me get it.
So what I'm just wondering, like right now I can't connect to anyone at all, even if I'm on the like small lobby.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's because I'm behind VPN.
Oh, interesting. They detect that.
Which
Okay.
which makes sense, all right. And if they do block it or
Hmm,
do
voice
they? I'll see. I'll check. So do they block it or like I guess it doesn't work with stun or turn or doesn't like our turn or stun doesn't just work at all.
Maybe the VPN service isn't allowing that protocol or those packets.
That's my private server.
Oh, okay. So it should then. So yeah, maybe the library doesn't work with
So I'm wondering, do we even like have stun or turn servers defined?
Yes, actually, you can query the config for them, and yes, there usually is at least one ICE server, I think. Or wait, no, turn server might be something else.
There are two like values, turn and stun.
Yeah,
Stun is like that does like the most basic not traversal, and
turn is the full relay, if I remember.
Yeah, and turn is a relay.
Yeah.
So stun is usually faster and simpler, but it's not. It doesn't work for most net types. And turn works for all of them, but is more heavy and it also requires a relay server.
So, could the issue maybe be that the turn server isn't being set from the? But here's the thing: is it is being set because obviously, like I'm obviously spectating people, so and I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm using the relay, so it's not. But it's like I think in certain regions is the turn server list not being set because of either VPN or just region. Like it just can't find a good relay. Like that's what I'm curious about. Is like all we do, and I linked it in Voice Team, is we call that init relay access, and it just does shit behind the scenes. Like it like does that, and I'm assuming that's where it sets turn server list. So what I'm curious about is if that's failing, and there's nothing we can do. We could maybe try to like check the relay status, and like if it's failing, then we recall init. Because maybe the init is failing sometimes. But the problem becomes if you join a lobby with 15 plus people or whatever, it's just gonna spam that error regardless. Like even if you join, like I joined the smaller lobby and it works. So like I don't know if this is like dynamically set or like is this like warning specifically on a specific relay and the relay doesn't have turn servers it can reference and it's just
It
passing
could be
that
something.
along.
I should look more into it. Maybe like it is something that like because of the amount of connections you do, you're getting banned, and because of you getting banned, you like don't have any available turn servers, and you're like banned from a relay.
Maybe. I mean, if you join, but Like, I could see that if you immediately join, because if we init relay access and it's supposed to get a turn server, but maybe that's taking too long, and then you try to join right? Like, you try to join a lobby, and then, oh shit, you don't have any turn servers, and now everything's just gonna time out, and we're not even gonna try to set the turn server anymore. Like, I could see that happening, maybe?
Well,
but then it's like, if I quit this lobby and I have a turn server, because it's obviously using it for this, and then I go into a bigger lobby and it's still happening and it still times out, right? Like, that's the real gamers error pogo this. All right, bet. But yeah, like, that's what I'm thinking is like, it's something in Steam's like code that's like, yeah, that's
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's impressive sticky jumping.
Yeah, tier 6. I love the lights, the dynamic lights on the explosions.
Oh yeah, it looks really nice in the dark areas.
So yeah, what the Steam networking sockets does by default with ICE, it like gets a string of servers from config, and then just directly turns it into a vector, and if this vector is empty, it like shows this warning.
Gotcha.
And then this vector is, there is no like filter, there is nothing saying that if like should it like filter out the servers that are not like that are you're banned on or something.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Okay. But if it failed, but yeah, when does it ever remove any of those if there's ever any updates? Because I wonder if like if it's failing to connect, does it remove that faulty, quote unquote faulty, or like whatever stun server, and then like now you get that warning a ton, and then there's no relay to actually connect, so it times out. So I'm wondering, that is making me really wonder now if we get relay status, like if we get a 5003 or 5008, and if because I linked that one, there's another call right below it, you can get the relay network status, right? And like we could check if you don't have one or whatever, and then re-init it. Like re-init, you can also call this to force a retry if the previous attempt has failed. So maybe we got to do that, and then maybe, but why would it not connect? So it works now, but if I join a map lobby with over like 15 people in it, it will fail. So why does that fail? Why does that? Is it because those people in that lobby have this failure state, and because we don't recover from that failure state, it doesn't ever
Maybe
network?
it does. Maybe because like you have easy net, not like traversal, and then it by default it does just it is enough to use stun.
Yeah.
And then
for some people,
we just don't use turn by default, and then like it sees that you do a lot of connections, and it tries to use turn.
Yeah, or like the number of connections. But then that's the thing is like, okay, so then how do we fix that? Because we don't have any turn servers, and Steamworks should be giving us them. It's the Steam networking relay, the SDR stuff. Right?
Yeah.
So like, we
should
should have those servers, but if it's not setting those, then that means there's some failure and we need to retry. Okay, so I think we have a path forward now. This was actually very valuable because I think this is going to maybe fix it. If this is the case, if what I'm thinking is the case of, this is also probably a fever dream for everybody watching. We're talking about the most nerdy fucking networking shit while the hardest sticky jump they play is in the background. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I think if we check the network status, if we ever get a 5003 or 5008 from somebody and just reinitialize the network relay, and just keep checking, or just keep checking that, because I think it also calls a callback we just don't have right now on the network. Yeah, here, let me look this up actually. Yeah, so there is get that or listen for a Steam relay network status T callback, so we could set that, and then typically initialization completes within a few seconds. And then, yeah, dedicated servers hosted in known data centers do not need to call this, which we aren't using yet, I guess. I don't know. So there's, yeah, the status, and there's, man, where is it? It's not net connection info.
I have to head out, so I'm going to a house party.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
starving. I'm so hungry.
I am so hungry as well.
There's gonna be a lot of food. So I'm
I
excited.
think we should end the stream here because we got through all of our asked questions in our Q&A live, which thank you all so much for asking awesome questions, and in chat as well. And yeah, I mean, we got some good ones that we could go through, but I think I'm gonna save it for next time. These also look like pretty beefy questions, so save them for that. I'm also just drained in my throat, if you know what I mean. You know. Anyway, yeah. So let's go ahead and raid. Thank you, Zag, for playing us out here. Ooh, Relort is streaming. Also, Doob is streaming. Shit, both good streams. I'll send you over to Relort. I don't know how long Relort is gonna go, but sweet. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, we had a lot of questions today, but as always, you can always join our Discord. We have, you know, tons of, you know, fun in the Discord if you have any fun questions for us that don't make it into these streams. You can ask for them next time, or yeah, just ask it directly in there. Anyway, we need to go eat and head out, but thank you all so much for watching, and catch you all in the next Q&A. This was very fun, so thank you all so much. Take care. Bye-bye.